Tonight, on Out of Nowhere, episode 94. There's a whole lot of fucking drama going on. There's a whole lot of crazy shit going down. But, it's everybody to Out of Nowhere, episode 94. Pretty crazy. We've been going a long time here, all the way up to episode number 94. I just had a major issue because on my screen, I've got this soundboard that I use, and it's like, I thought it was on my laptop, which is a touch screen. So on my touch screen, I push the button and I lower stuff. Not on my touch screen. I'm on an actual computer with no touch screen, and so I just look like a fucking moron. There's a lot to get to tonight. There's controversy sort of around stuff, but not really. Just, I gave my opinion on the Daniel Bryan thing. I could be completely wrong, you know what I mean? It could be all kinds of factors. Originally, I thought Daniel Bryan was never going to come back to the WWE based on his testimony he gave to ESPN about having nerve issues and seizures and stuff like that. It seemed absolutely impossible that this guy would come back to the WWE. By the way, if you have any connections issues tonight, I'm in a storm right now, so we could lose power at any time, so hopefully don't lose power at any time. Connor from OK Fabe can't be here tonight, so he will be here in spirit, though, for us. And on top of that, we do have Jake DeMarco, though, so it's never fear. The co-host is here. What's up, Jake? How you doing tonight?
What's going on? I didn't even know half of this stuff was going on because I'm blocked by JBL.
Oh, dude, you have no idea what was going on today.
Thankfully, someone on Reddit posted screenshots for all you geeks. You should be ashamed of yourself being blocked by his girlish fetish. Well, it's too funny. But thanks to the Squared Circle Reddit for filling me in. Jesus.
The best thing about this whole thing is that I was watching Twitter today myself. Like, I got the news about the Vince Russo situation by myself. Now, listen, Ryan Satin is a fucking psychopath. I'm convinced of it. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's trying to be a good guy. I don't really know. Vince isn't the biggest saint in the world. I'm sure the further back you go with Vince Russo, the more, dangerous behavior, if we could call it that, or whatever you want to say, happens. But I believe in forgiving people who really mean well, especially people that really change, unless you did something completely egregious. I don't know. There's things that Vince has said, I'm sure, in the past and done that are kind of fucking crazy when you look back at it now. But, what people like Ryan Satin do are also kind of sick. This is a guy, and we'll get into that, JBL attacking Dave Meltzer. Daniel Bryan is back in the WWE. These are the main focuses of tonight. Of course, we will take phone calls tonight, 339-226-6610. If you guys want to donate to the show tonight, the link is in the description box down below to Streamlabs. And also, way at the bottom of the description, if you click that little arrow down or you go down through the whole thing, all the donation amounts are listed down below. We have a new donation tonight for Daniel Bryan's return. It's Daniel Bryan at $26. He's back, baby. $26 comeback Daniel Bryan song for you guys if anybody donates that amount. And if you don't want to do it that way, you just want to super chat, use the $ on the right in the chat to do the super chats. That's it. That's out of the way. Jake, you know what? Where do you want to start tonight? Where do you want to start? It's so much juicy stuff. We can go to JBL.
We talked a lot about Daniel Bryan. I want to hear more about this JBL and, Meltzer stuff that's going down.
Okay.
I am just privy to it about 45 seconds ago. So
this is it. So JBL was asked about Meltzer. He basically replied, and by the way, I just want to say that, for years I've been telling people this on this show. If you guys will listen to me, I said, they give Dave Meltzer like a bone. Every once in a while, they give Dave Meltzer something that nobody else has, right? They always used to do it. Here's something that's crazy. No one else is going to get it. It's all you are breaking the news. But then they give him a bunch of misinformation so that he delivers it to all of us, and then we're all fucked up.
Yeah,
that was
and
always
it happens so often. Then he has to come up with these like vague premonitions to act like it's insight all the time. Like, Big Cass and Enzo, they're going to debut soon.
Yeah, they're coming soon. Yeah, I remember I tweeted him. He blocked me because I said, really, Dave, soon? Are you sure? Are you sure? Like, I could talk. Guess what? I got some inside information. Big Cass is set to come back very soon to the WWE. He is cleared, and very soon he'll be back. And then if he comes back in the next 2 months, then I was right. So it's so ridiculous.
We talked about it the other day. We're like, oh, yeah, Samoa Joe, Big Cass, they're backstage. They're going to debut, re-debut soon.
Yeah, we did it. We nailed it.
we nailed that.
But look at this shot. JBL says, Meltzer was such a great asset for WWE. He was so wrong and so easily manipulated that he was perfect to feed bogus info to in order to swerve the fans. He should have just been on the payroll. How anyone still follows him is amazing.
And he keeps going. He's like, why is this a surprise? WWE had a plan to feed Meltzer absolute false info, and it worked fantastically. Nothing has changed. Nothing. He has never been anything but fake news. Why would anyone believe this guy? I was there in the 90s for the fake info feed to Meltzer. Meltzer never had any real info. Ever. We fed him everything, and it was fake. Who would subscribe to this crap? This is JBL tweeting this out directly. Like, wow.
Somebody left a funny message, though. They were like, so somebody who's on the payroll is talking about somebody who's off the payroll who's lying. It was just kind of funny. But
it's amusing.
He's right sometimes, but again, like a lot of stuff that he says, it's just a guess. And I do believe that WWE did give him real stories once in a while. So 10% of the time they gave him actual news. 10% of the time, 30% of the time he guessed the actual news, and then the rest was just all bullshit. And he made a career off of that, though. You know what I mean? He made a career off that. Now, we actually have spoken to writers here who have actually given us information that came true.
Yeah. I've spoken to staff at, the Stamford headquarters, and it's like you get stuff, but, you have to take everything with a grain of salt. And we've always said that, too. We've always said, well, hey, we've delved into sources. We've looked for as many inconsistencies or plot holes, if you want to call it that. We try and vet every source possible. But we always let you guys know, hey, this is what was told to us. This is what was said. We don't ever say with 100% certainty unless it's something we absolutely know for sure.
Right. I mean, we try to, yeah. And then sometimes Super Chat. Party. Jay Chorto.
Now that Dave Rosie is back, can you guys do a show about the Mandela effect playing part? With JD Small Wiener.
Oh.
Also, how does Tyler Black wipe his ass?
Oh my God, he remembers Tyler? Nobody knows that question about Tyler. We may never know, I suppose. I don't even know. That's a very good question that I'm telling you we're never going to get the answer to. But somebody knows in that house. Somebody knows over there. Thank you for the donation. And thank you to 83JDC for subscribing and Josh Schneider for subscribing as well. Get it off, baby. Get it off. If you guys want the new donation tonight, again, some people asked me, and I guess they weren't here when I said it. The new donation tonight is $26. The Daniel Bryan welcome back donation is $26. If anybody wants to participate, the link is down below. Streamlabs, and all the donation amounts are down below, too, for you. Somebody just asked again, so I'll repeat maybe one more time. Out of nowhere, we're here, we're live. Let's take a phone call. Yeah, there's so much drama going on. It's ridiculous. I didn't plan for it to be this way today. I just went on Twitter and was like, oh, shit. It's going down on Twitter, man. 865, you're live. What's up? 865, you're live.
Well, hey, I was just wanting to get your opinion on Chris Benoit.
On Chris Benoit?
Yeah.
Like about
Excellent
what?
Wrestler,
About like
terrible end to his career.
About like his wrestling, or like what he did after that?
What he did after that.
I was kind of fucked up. I mean, I'm assuming there was something that went wrong with his brain, and he went crazy, and he did some crazy shit, and that was horrible. But I really don't know much else. You know, I'll leave that to the doctors, I guess. It's fucking terrible, though.
Do you really think he done it?
Yeah, I think he did. I know there's a pretty big conspiracy about the whole thing, but based off the journal they found and his writing and his handwriting in the journal that was his, and that it was kind of wacky, and some of the issues.
Journal?
Yeah, they found his journal.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man, they found a journal. He was like writing crazy in it.
Yeah, plus the text messages and things like that he sent out to coworkers, and the phone calls that he made to Chavo and a few others. So there's a lot of inconsistencies in people's stories as well that kind of fueled a lot of the conspiracy theories. But I just think that truthfully he snapped, and he worked very hard. He loved his craft and he loved his family, and I don't think he was in the right mindset and was healthy whatsoever. So I don't
think he snapped. I think he went crazy.
Well, yeah, snapped like, crazy.
Like, snapped is like, you know what? Fuck you, Leah. Blah!
See, I have a different definition. Snapped, I mean like you lose control. So
I guess we do. We do have a different definition. The fuck is I don't like yours. I don't like yours, Jake.
So, but yeah,
guys, I appreciate you taking the time out to answer my question.
Okay, man. Thank you. Thanks for the call. Fucking weird. Chris Benoit question? What the fuck?
Well, it's come up a lot recently with all the Hall of Fame talk. Every year at this time, people go ahead, they bring it up, and should he not? He'll never be in the Hall of Fame. Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, the bad outweighs the many. The whole scenario of his ending of his life, in his family, it can't be ignored. No matter how much good he did for the wrestling business, no matter how great his career was.
Dude, I gotta be honest. I thought that guy was trolling. And I couldn't wait. I was hoping he was trolling because I'm telling you what, I was going to whip out the old joke from 5 years ago. Dude, this fucking guy called the show and started being like, he wanted to see all these dead people in a wrestling ring or something.
Yeah.
And then he was clearly just fucking around. And he was like saying something about Chris Benoit. And he was like saying something that I was going to get hurt. I don't even remember what it was. But I remember that I said, I got a good scenario for you. I got a good match for you. How about Chris Benoit versus your family? And that was like the funniest fucking thing. He was like, It was just like the Dan Kennedy thing where I was like, you want to come on monetize this? All right, well, your mother's a whore or whatever.
And then, yeah, you can. I want to be on the shows. I can take it. Oh,
man, you know what I forgot to do too? Was I forgot to clip that again. Remember we found that on Monetize this a couple of weeks?
Yeah, and then not that long ago.
Oh my God, I lost
Monica knows where it is, I believe.
You're right. Monica told us on that episode.
Yeah, she brought it right up. So
Monica,
we'll have to bother her again.
Monica, find that again. I'm sorry, I'm gonna clip it.
She's the Monetize this historian.
Promise to God, I'll clip it this time. Oh man, yeah, that guy was fucking with me. He was saying he wanted Mae Young, like, and a bunch of dead people to roll into a fucking ring and all this other shit. And he was just being a fucking asshole. So I said, well, we gotta have Chris Benoit versus your family. How about that? And it's fucking, and I get to be the referee. Oh fuck, I keep clicking on that by accident. Let's take a phone call. We're taking a lot of phone calls. So we talked a little bit about the JBL thing. He's taking shots at Meltzer, kind of fucking crazy. And,
well, yeah, JBL, he also went ahead and, he said, because people were saying, well, hard to believe anyone pays attention to, Rosenberg and Sam Roberts. And JBL says, well, I respectfully disagree. I think both guys do a great job. I'm talking about these bogus internet sites, which is most of them. Sam and Peter are on the inside, and they have real info. The guy, Sam Roberts couldn't even remember it was WWE the other day. He's on the inside.
Sam Roberts thought it was WWF. Yeah, I think that's JBL just sticking up for them, though.
Oh yeah, because they're company men. Same thing with Bruce Pritchard chimed in saying he told stories about actual experiences in an entertaining manner, and he doesn't make shit up.
I think JBL's shit on them too. I think he's just, I think he's just sticking up for them there. I don't get mad at that. They are company guys now. They're polluted for sure. Those shows are fucking AIDS pollution, but I don't know. I think he's just sticking up for him.
Like you said, when you and I picked up on the Rey Mysterio thing, just being that outlandish, and we didn't believe, that he would face Cena. This confirms everything we've thought for years. WWE, JBL says it right here. We laughed about how wrong these news sites were. We feed them bogus info. And jumped on in order to swerve the fans. Hard to believe anyone still pays attention to these guys and sites.
That's funny.
I mean, so, he said it out right there. They feed the wrestling sites and news info, false information just to go ahead and try and swerve fans. But the fans are not sheep, and they're a bit smarter than you give them credit for.
So moving into the Vince Russo situation. So Ryan,
this is a friggin' nightmare.
This is a
mess. Vince Russo has now been terminated on Podcast One.
Chris Jericho tweeted me finally? Oh, I've been waiting for Chris Jericho to tweet me. I thought he was going to silence me.
Yeah. Ryan Satin said that I tried my best to clear the air with Vince Russo today in an effort to stop his fan base from making my girlfriend's life a living hell. He refused to listen, though, when I explained that she's now getting death threats. Because he talks about her on his show. And now we see that Ryan Satin basically started a movement to get Vince Russo terminated from Podcast One, and it worked. He had everybody tweet Podcast One saying, how could you support someone like this? How could you support and employ someone that encourages harassment and bullying? And now he lost his job. So I don't know. The whole thing's just a gigantic clusterfuck.
So I tweeted Jericho back. He did tweet me 9 minutes ago. He goes, and why exactly do I hate you? So he clearly doesn't even remember that I gave that he was upset. So we'll talk about the Jericho thing in 1 second. Listen, I love Jericho. I do. I spent that whole week, man. What did I spend that whole goddamn week? Jake, they spent the whole week talking about, the match with not even the week.
Yeah.
I'd spent months. It was months. The minute that the build-up started with Kenny Omega. The minute that this build-up started, I said, oh my God, this is going to be fucking amazing. It's going to be awesome. I mean, I bought the New Japan app. I did that. And guys, I'm going to take phone calls in a few seconds. Okay, so chill. I know a lot of people calling. I'm going to take phone calls in a few minutes. So yeah, I was like, man, But yeah, Ryan Satin, dude, this fucking guy, and I will get back to the Jericho story too. I know I'm all over the place. There's so much to talk about. But Ryan Satin, man, I mean, dude, he fucking attacked Chris Jericho because Jericho said like, oh, we're going to have this cruise and there's going to be some guys and women there and there'll be women in bikinis. So he said something like that. And I guess that was a problem because he was like, well, you want to get the women on your cruise raped or something? It's just like, come on, bro.
Basically
are you
making
kidding
it
me?
seem like he was just trying to get Pretty Women as the enticing feature.
I almost wish that Jericho just tweeted back, well, there'll be dudes who was shirtless too, so how about that? And you know what I mean? And then maybe, we can invite everybody, dude. The whole crowd is available to come here. But anything that Ryan Satin sees that he's offended by or thinks is wrong, he just freaks out. Granted, I get what he's saying. Maybe Jericho, that was a little bit of a weird tweet, sort of with the climate of bullshit, whatever the hell. But it's like, dude, that just shows you, like, nobody's thinking about, like, stuff like that. We're all just trying to have a good time. And you're just thinking about all these terrible things that could happen and what could go wrong. It's the cruise of Jericho, man. But so, so the build-up happens with Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho. Now, my Twitter's been suspended and banned and terminated, so my old Twitter where Jericho blocked me is no longer there, so it doesn't matter. You may just think that that's the other Twitter account. I don't know. So
Not related.
I saw the match. Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho was fucking awesome. I loved it. It was the shit. It was great. I stayed up all night for it. I do this every year at Wrestle Kingdom. Since Wrestle Kingdom 8, I've been doing this that I can remember. And I was pumped up for the match. I loved the match. I had a blast watching it. It was really fun. I thought it was a great match. I thought it was I think I went on Twitter. I made some statement that was wrong. I sort of wrote the statement kind of dumb. Like, I was trying to say, because people had been saying, like, oh, you know, Jericho looks old, or like Jericho. I was like, dude, Jericho, I think Jericho looks pretty goddamn good, like, out there. Like, this is crazy. He's not at that point yet where it's like, oh, he's like, you know, Ric Flair was or whatever. He still looks like he can do everything. And not only that, he was moving around the ring to me, like, pretty fast and everything. And I just said, you know, all these people were saying that, and I just said something like, you know, for all the people that were saying that Jericho is old and slow and all these things, to watch him do that. And the way I tweeted it was kind of like, I didn't frame it the right way. It sounded like I was saying, even though he's old and shit, like, that he did a good job. Like, so I think that was, you know how I am. I can't write worth a shit, and I'm on Twitter. So and
yeah,
then
you need the Cronin dictionary.
But then I said, but great. I love the match. Like, absolutely awesome. Something like 8 out of 10. You know what I mean? And I don't think Jericho. I think he wanted the 10 out of 10. But dude, I mean, I don't give out a lot of 8 out of 10s, like, even, because I'm a bitch. So, you know, I don't know. But he got mad, I think, and blocked me for that reason. Or maybe it was because of Cornette, the relationship there. I don't know. I said that to James Ellsworth when James Ellsworth was on the show the other day. I mentioned that to him, but I don't know.
It's certainly a possibility, you know. In this you know, climate and culture, anything's possible. You don't know who says what nowadays. It's disappointing.
Yeah, but the Cruise of Jericho, dude, I plugged the fucking thing anyway. So like, so when he blocked me, and like we were like, oh, maybe take everybody on the Cruise of Jericho, whatever. I mean, I got the 3 kids and Lee. I'd have to say, bye. I'm going to the Cruise of Jericho. You know, there's gonna be a lot of people.
I want to get laid, baby.
It's gonna be a party, man. It's gonna be a party. It's gonna be a party. Like, sorry, my voice is jacked up. I can't do any screaming. See, I'm drinking. That's why I'm sipping out of a straw, because I'm a cancer patient right now. But no, somebody said that in the chat. It's called me a cancer patient. No, I'm fine. I'm just a little sick. But yeah, so maybe we'll go on the Cruise of Jericho, man. It's gonna be a crazy cruise. Imagine that concept. Imagine they're gonna have a ring on the friggin' boat, right? And they're gonna have, like, what, the Young Bucks and all these people. I don't even know who's going.
There's so many wrestlers advertised and music acts and all this stuff. It's like a, you know, adult carnival.
Jesus,
I'm
man.
sure it'll be crazy. Monica chimed in the chat. She said, "What is it that you'd like me to find?"
Oh, I was looking for that.
Her to find the clip from Monetize This.
Yes.
Who was it they called in? Dan?
Oh, Jesus Christ. That just blew my head off. What was it? What was it, Jake?
What clip are you looking for? Who called in? Was it Dan?
Yeah, when Dan Kennedy called in. That's what it was. Hey, Monica. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Monica, I can't add you right now. I don't know what the hell's going wrong. But yeah, I'm looking for that clip of Dan Kennedy. Remember when he wanted to be on the show and I threw that curveball at him and he was like, whoa.
Oh, she found it. That was
whoa. Quick. Oh, shit. Okay. Crazy. So yeah, that's what happened with Jericho. So Jericho blocked me. So like somebody was tweeting me about the Cruise of Jericho today. So I think I tweeted back and I added Jericho, because now I have a new Twitter account again, because my Twitter is now, of course, unsuspended. And shout out to Mikey. I've done commentary with him before. He's from CCW too. Now he's in CCW, I believe. But yeah, so I tweeted Jericho and just said, like, yeah, man, I'd love to go on the cruise. I'd take the whole JC Army on the cruise. But I'm afraid Jericho would throw us off the ship, although I spelt ship shill. Throw us off the shill. He's going to throw us off the shill because he hates me. But have a good time. And I said, have a good time, baby. And Jericho says, why do I hate you? And that's why Jericho hates me, I'm pretty sure. Could be because of Kenny Bolin, too. You know, the whole Kenny Bolin thing. Where I didn't do anything wrong. I tried to help Kenny Bolin when he lost his other co-host. We did the show. He said things that were wrong. I don't even care. Whatever. Like, I'm so over that. I was happy to work with him at the time. Had nothing but happy to work with the guy. I didn't know they were like that. I'm still shocked by the whole goddamn thing. We had Rico on the show. That was amazing to try to help Rico out. In fact, people should still try to go help him out if you can find any way. I wish he had a direct, maybe he does, but I wish he had a direct payment right to Rico because he's just a good guy. Remember he told that great story about being I don't know, a cop or a marshal on the plane. Like, he had such crazy stuff. That guy lived he's alive. The guy's lived a crazy life so far. I've lived a crazy life too, but that guy's lived a really fairly more successful life. All right, now Monica's, maybe we can get Monica in here, and then we'll get back to we'll get back to the Ryan Satin thing. I know I derailed there, and then Ryan Satin attacked Jericho, and now he's attacking Vince Russo like a maniac. These people nowadays, it's just people are just fucking out of their goddamn fucking minds. Hey, Monica.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I wanted the Dan Kennedy clip. I made a joke and said it out loud and thought maybe you'd have it, but.
Yeah, I do. I have it for you.
Unbelievable.
She's so efficient and quick.
I forgot to clip it the last time, so I'll have to clip it this time.
Okay. Well, it's monetized this 126.
Oh.
And the timestamp is 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 33 seconds.
1 hour, 28 minutes, and 33 seconds.
Damn.
Yep.
Wow.
You are, as I said before, the monetize this, you're just filled with knowledge.
That is absolutely amazing.
I just want to help. That's all.
The
I'm not looking for any
historian.
recognition. I just like helping.
That's crazy.
Well,
I love it. No, thank you, Monica.
Yeah, you're welcome. Have a good show, guys.
All right. Thanks, Monica.
All right. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Look at that. Hot damn.
Amazing.
She's always on top of it.
All right, so let's get back to the situation with Ryan. So Ryan Satin now. So Ryan Satin, you can go Google and look these up and find all the videos for yourself and whatever, but the bottom line is he goes after Jericho for that thing. Jericho told him to shut the fuck up, you dumbass, basically. And then Jericho made a video about him at one point, and he's right to. I'm glad that Jericho went after him. I don't think that Jericho should hate me because, I love Jericho and shit, But, I think he should, I think he's got beef with Ryan Satin. I think anybody with a free soul and a heart should have a beef with Ryan Satin. But, so he goes after Vince Russo. He actually went after Vince Russo's daughter. He said, I made a video about this. It's up still. You can go watch it.
Yeah.
He said
Back in November, he did.
Dude, he said something fucked up about Vince's daughter, like, I feel bad for your daughters and stuff like that. Now,
and then Vince fired back saying, don't feel sorry for my daughter. She'll be fine as long as I keep her away from perverts like you. That was a great comeback. But
it was something like that, and, he's right, and I get what Ryan's sort of saying, because I see some of the stuff he says with Vince Russo. Like, I used to make jokes about Russo, too. But let's take a phone call really quickly while I gather my thoughts. I write these things down. 732, what's up?
Joe, what's up, man? Jay Leto, PWPNation.com. How's it going, bro?
Oh, man, we get the insider now on the phone. What's up, Jay?
Here we go.
Nothing much, man. Nothing much, dude. I heard you guys talking about Ryan Satin. I told you earlier I wanted to call in, and thanks so much for taking my call. But before we get on to Satin here, I know you guys want to talk about that. I just wanted to give you props, brother. I really love what you're doing here with the show, and your whole crew does a great job with it. So just props on that, man.
Thanks, man.
Thank you very much.
Crazy. It's like everybody, man. I find these people of gold. It's crazy.
Yeah, dude. But this Ryan Satin deal, I'm a Vince Russo fan. I've always liked Vince Russo since I was a kid, man, and I listened to his show and whatnot. What Ryan Satin is doing is fucking bullshit. I'm tired of this guy. This guy did it to me a number of months ago on Twitter. I used to have decent conversations with Ryan Satin on Twitter. We used to talk about wrestling, and I used to give him props for his knowledge and some of the tweets he had. He's very good on Twitter sometimes with some of the shit going viral. But he gave me shit.
Yeah, he can be filled with
reason.
humor and insight at some points, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, I mentioned Alexa Bliss's ass during her storyline with Mickie James, where she said she had a cute butt. I agreed with her on Twitter, being like, yeah, Alexa, your butt is cute. And he fucking blasted me for it, bro, out of nowhere. No pun intended. And and this motherfucker, I literally told him, dude, I'd love to see you out in L.A. one day. You'll see what happens.
Dude, I
don't like to get violent with people, but this guy.
Dude, he's a sick weirdo. It's like he follows around trying to be the hall monitor for just anything he thinks is wrong or whatever the fuck. It's just weird, dude. He's a weird dude. Ryan Satin is a creepy dude. He is like one of these dudes that fucking attacks people because, it's funny because he attacks you and all this stuff, but he's like the type of guy that would go out there and start cutting people up or something.
Yeah, he says shit to start, but there's other times where he's like a reverse white knight, where he goes ahead and he literally incites, fights and rage to go ahead and then turn it around and have a pedestal to stand on. Then he can climb on his soapbox and say, "How dare you say something like that? That's a terrible thing to say." And he uses that as his platform to get his fans to attack the person. So basically, he'll come out, he'll call you a bitch, and then when you call him a bitch back, how dare you be derogatory towards women?
Yeah.
He flips it on you.
It's really weird. He did it to me, too. No, he did it to me, too. It's really weird. He kind of did it to me, and then I was fucking around in his chat one day. I was thinking about helping him out and doing something with him or whatever, and I didn't even know who he really was. And I made a joke, and he never let it go. And I was like, "All right, bro, never mind, cool." And then he got all crazy. And then I've just watched him, and he's just a crazy dude. He goes after people for the goofiest shit, and he's just an asshole. And now he's going after Vince Russo's sponsors. He went after.
Yeah, well, he got him kicked off of Podcast One.
So Vince Russo's kicked off Podcast One, but for those who didn't see his video earlier, that's a good thing. Because Podcast One is faking their numbers, apparently. A news story, JR left them. Tons of people are leaving them. They're getting paid 70% less, I guess, of what they were getting paid. Just so many people coming out saying this about Podcast One is garbage now. So, I think that they were going to have to go anyway, and I think it's better to be on their own network. Anyway, they're going to make more money. And listen, I used to make fun of Russo. It was a couple years ago, and I've been cool with Russo. Russo's come on this show multiple times, but it was a couple years ago that, Russo just does all these sort of little, and I do it too a little bit. You know what I mean? I have a very clear scheme of how I do things on this show and how we got to promote things and stuff like that. Like right now, donations. We need some more donations. Where the fuck are they? Come on, guys, bring it on. The new $26 Daniel Bryan donation is there. Somebody drop that 26er. But what he does is he would just sort of use car salesman thing. He was like, "Bro, if you buy the $50 ticket on the website right now, bro, you're going to get to have dinner with me, and not only me, but a bunch of fine women, bro. We're all going out to dinner. You're going to get the VIP. There's only 4 spots available, $70 on VinceRussoBrand.com. Check it out. You're going to be able to have dinner next to me and Crystal. Crystal's going to be there, and Crystal doesn't have a boyfriend. Crystal kind of likes to dress up nice. She's going to be there looking very, let's say, beautiful, to say the least, if you sign up right now. And I remember I saw this fucking video of him cutting this thing on hey, buy this ticket or whatever, and you can have dinner with all of us, and there's gonna be these hot girls there, and he's just fucking basically just using the women. I'm not saying anything's gonna happen, because it's probably not, but the fact of the matter is you'll be at a table having drinks with me and these ladies, and you have a couple drinks and maybe a spark happens. I'm just kidding, bro, but seriously, you can have dinner with all of us. $70. There's 3 tickets still. And I swear to God, he did this whole thing. And I'm like, this is the fucking weirdest, creepiest shit I've ever seen. He's using the hot women to sell the ticket and shit. And they were wrestlers and stuff. You know what I mean? I don't remember who the women were. They were celebrities.
Yeah. And it's certainly cringy and creepy, but I mean,
it was weird.
I don't want to ever sound like
it was weird, but it's just, you know what I mean, dude. He's not. I know that that's a little bizarre, but that's not something to be like, "You're a piece of shit who needs to die now, and I'm gonna get your sponsors removed."
He's not saying I'm gonna hold down the women and you can make her a buffet. I understand.
Listen. Moolah taught me all the moves. Moolah taught me everything, bro. No, but it's bullshit, dude. It's bullshit. Fuck Ryan Satan. He's fucking Satan as far as I'm concerned. He's saying that his girlfriend's getting
much room to talk. He said a bunch of terrible things as time's going on. Right. He's literally. You want to watch Lucha Libre? Go to Japan. Women weren't created to be leaders. Finn Balor fans must be gay, and just
I mean, dude, listen. I don't agree with Vince on a lot of things. And he says a lot of things that can be offensive. I say a lot of things that are offensive, but my opinion is I'm not going to stop your opinion, and I'm not going to hurt your livelihood because I don't agree with you. Unless you're going out there and beating women and then you're doing a show, then I'll call your sponsors. You know what I mean? But I'm not a tattletale that you said something that gave me a boo-boo. You know what I mean? What the hell's wrong with Ryan Satan? Anyway, Jay, listen, If you guys want a real wrestling website, pwpnation.com. Go check it out. It's all over there. Plus, I leave little trails of my semen on that website. It's really weird. Right, Jay? You know that, right?
Yeah, Joe, absolutely, brother. Yo, listen, man, if you want to check out my story I wrote on this whole thing, this Vince Russo, Ryan Satin thing, I have it up on the site right now, including the reason why this even started, and it was some weird picture of Ryan Satin, and I think it's his girlfriend, wearing these, like, faceless masks. Yeah, so wearing these faceless masks and like kissing each other in them. It's very weird, very bizarre.
So they posted it.
Bizarre.
Now, Jay, let me say this to you. They posted this photo, right? And you guys, listen, this is a great idea. Go read the whole article because you'll understand everything. But they posted this photo that's a little weird, right? It's funny, weird, whatever. Now, Vince Russo's the type of guy who's a little old school, right? So when he sees stuff like this, he gets a little weird. You know what I mean? Kind of like, this is weird, bro. You know, he doesn't quite understand, Ryan Satin. I kind of can understand what Ryan's doing. He's a little artistic and stuff like that. He's into some different stuff. But Vince Russo's the type of guy, old school, Italian from, New York. He's kind of, Vince Russo's the type of guy where if I grab Vince Russo's ass by, just fucking around, I feel like Vince is the type that would be like, what the fuck? He wouldn't like that. But I'm a little weird. I'll fuck around with people. And maybe Jay's like that too. Maybe Jay doesn't, keep your distance. It's cool, but what the fuck are you doing? I'm sort of more open-minded like that. I get where Ryan's weird shit is coming from. So I think that Vince is a little bit actually worried about some of the stuff that Ryan posts. I'm not worried about him posting that mask with his girlfriend. I think they think it's funny. They're into weird shit. It's funny. That's whatever. I don't care. I think Vince is actually like kind of mortified by it in real life. And I think that offends Ryan. But now, all he did was bring it up. Ryan posted the photo. Ryan's girlfriend posted the photo. And what happened is Ryan told Vince to stop talking about him and his girlfriend because people are like attacking them or something. Then he's saying they're getting death threats. But there's been no proof of the death threats. So no one has showed anybody.
Yeah, she said she has proof with her lawyers and stuff. She doesn't have to prove anything to anybody. But we all know Vince has no qualms about using his fans to rally against people. And, he never condemns or strikes back against the fans saying not to. And that's, he makes excuses for it. Like, oh, I only said this. That's up to them. And if you tell your audience to go and get them, sick them, that's a problem. And that's what he does at times.
Did he say that?
He retaliated
Did he say
against... He used his words to basically go ahead and rally. He basically rallied up his audience and made them go ahead and sick his freaking girlfriend. Satin's girlfriend.
Where? Wait a minute. Said that, where did this happen? Find me the proof of that. You're saying
that's what
stuff.
I'm reading here. So
no,
he went ahead and he used.
This is the same thing as saying
bitch
people
about the girlfriend.
This, and I know that they did bitch about the picture and they brought up his girlfriend.
Yeah. And of course, Vince's audience takes it too far, is what she's saying, and they went ahead, and that's when the death threats got sent. So,
but he didn't do. I don't think he did it. He didn't do anything wrong. He literally just talked about a photo that they posted publicly. They posted it. Don't post public photos if you don't want to be scrutinized. You become a public figure, and Ryan is a public figure. And you know what? They can show the death threat. They can still show it. Yes, they can. There's no, we're saving that for the authorities type of thing. No, you can show the death threat if there's really a death threat. Now, maybe Vince should have just came out and said, instead of being like, show me the death threat, he could just say, I would tell any of my audience that they should never be, death threatening anybody, whatever the hell. But again, we're not seeing this death threat. If somebody does that to me and says, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to show it to somebody. What's funny?
Apparently there's multiple threats, not just one. And she says here, I have evidence, as does my attorney. No offense to you or anyone else, but I don't owe anyone anything, nor does any woman who is being gaslighted by men.
So go after the guy who death threatened her.
She's representing all women now, too.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Go after.
She said, I'm well aware his fans don't believe me, and I'm perfectly fine with this because I know from experience slinging someone out, calling attention to them would only put me further at risk, and my safety is way more important than proving anything to a bunch of strangers.
So blank out their name.
That's all he said, she said.
Blank out their name and show what they said.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one of the major issues.
Send it to Vince so he can at least find out who in his community was saying that. I'd want to know.
It's not just one, apparently. It's multiple.
I'd want to know that. But here's the thing. Like, we've had that situation here before. People on my show go over to someone else's show, say something. People on that person's show came to me. I remember when people from the you-know-who's show came to me, and he was like, I'm getting all these death threats from your fans. I go, hey, dude, guess what? I have the same threats from the same people against me. And then I showed them to him. And he was like, well, you did this all. And it's like, no, I didn't. These trolls did, you dummy.
Yeah,
so
they're
thing.
Threatening me too, not just you,
yeah,
dipshit.
You're going after the wrong people. Unless Vince Russo has a podcast and says, go get this bitch or some, there's no grounds of anything. Go after the person that said it. Yes, you can certainly do that. But it's not Vince's fault. I don't think Vince
That's the thing. That's why they're blaming Vince because he refused to go ahead and interject and tell his audience to calm down. I mean, this is one of the things we brought up with Dave Rose. You and I did on your Corrupted show the other day. We said that even on Twitch now you can go ahead and get banned for things that your audience says or does, which is in a sense ridiculous. Like I said, if he actually goes ahead and says, hey, listen, I want you to go and find this person and get him, that's one thing. But if he's just talking about it and expressing his feelings, that's a whole nother realm. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely silencing and neutering free speech in one sense.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm gonna let Jay go, but Jay, thanks for calling, man. PWPNation.com. Let me know whatever. We'll get you on here again.
You got it, Joe. Thank you very much, brother.
Thanks, Jay. He's a good guy.
Yeah, great site.
Support that guy, man. Support that site. Fuck Satan. Fuck that shithead from Hollywood or wherever the hell. Creepy ass fucking shitbags. Here's some more donations here. Yeah, and again, like I'm not.
What up, Joe? Just decided to become a patron, bro.
Oh shit. Kangaroo Stew, thanks for becoming a patron, man. Appreciate that. See what I did? I fucking begged. I did the fucking used car salesman. I got $26.
I'm Seanzviews Entertainment, and you want to see my dick? Do you want to see my dick? I will show you my penis. I'm Seanzviews. Don't screw with me, or else I'll show you my pee-pee. Do you want to see my dick?
Now that's the #1 source for your news and wrestling right there. There he is.
This is Outta Doll Hairs. One of our founding fathers who prompted the Declaration of Independence. The American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, is back. Yes, yes, yes. Now we just need CM Punk and Cheeseburger.
Oh, man. CM Punk just got cheeseburgered. Have a burger, motherfucker. Like, I know someone who likes cheeseburgers. Thank you, Swerves. Oh, who was that? That was Goon, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Goon.
Satin
the
made
Goon.
money stalking celebs, such a hypocrite.
Yeah, he basically, it sounds like he stalks people. Courtney Summers, thank you for the donation. If you
That's
look
a great point.
If you actually compiled, I dare someone out there, compile a history of everything Ryan Satin does, and I'm sure there's some kind of legal precedent against him with stalking or manipulation or something to do with messing with people's livelihoods. It's something like that. There's a word for it, and it's definitely there, man. But loss of wages could be you could countersue him with loss of wages. I can't even believe we're talking about this dumb shit. This fucking grown man
and like you said,
Ryan
whether
Satin.
he's getting out of freaking podcast one is good or bad for Russo, just the fact that because some people in his audience took things too far, he didn't incite all this. That's what it's a real deplorable situation.
Here's Goon again, the Goon.
Russo working with those hippos some mo.
Yeah, he's working with those fucking fat hippos over there. Man, I'll tell you what. Man, God, I have to really be careful too because I'm the type of guy, dude. I would love to just go all out on people like this. And I'll tell you what, if I didn't have a bunch of kids to worry about, and if I didn't know, because Ryan Satin doesn't care about your kids, doesn't care that you have a family, doesn't care that you have to make money for your family. He don't give a shit. He will end your shit and laugh about it. That's his whole fucking thing. Here we go. Yo, dollar.
Yes, movement is back. Hardys are broken. Maybe it's time to buy up some WWE stock.
Swizzerve. What's up, Swizzerve? The yes movement is back. Hardys are broken. Maybe it's time to buy WWE stock. Yeah, we'll see what happens with the WWE stock. When I bought my stock, it was at $9, and it went up to 35. I don't know what it's at right now. I got to log into my stock thing and check it out. We'll check out the WWE stock soon. Yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about that. We'll get back into the wrestling talk here in a minute. There's more to talk about with the Russo thing. It's so crazy, though. It's just so crazy. He's back.
Oh, here we go.
He's back. Daniel B. I'm back. He's back. I'm back. That's why they call me Daniel B. I'm back. I'm back. Yo, I'm back at this game. Yo, look out Roman Reigns, cause my beard's growing so much it's getting insane. I'm about to take my dick out and give you the fucking bicycle knee kick to the head. Watch you end up dead. Daniel Bryan for sure. Yo, and I'm fucking your mum up more. I'm crazy and I'm looking like some coked up whore. Yo, I'm back for sure, about to win that belt back. And Shane McMahon and me are gonna make you taste a nutsack. That's why they call me Daniel B. I'm back. I'm back. That's why they call me Daniel B. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, Trey up in this motherfucker with $26 for the Daniel Bryan.
Yes is back. Ring of Honor is better than WWE. I watch wrestling for the wrestling.
Ooh.
And stories, and I feel like WWE isn't provided that, but I watch anyways.
Fuck yeah, man. You gotta watch it because I'm talking about it. That's why, Trey. And listen, we'll get something better going. We'll get something better going. And someday, maybe Daniel Bryan will go back to Ring of Honor. Okay? I was so much controversy all week about what I said, but it really feels like they held him down. They cleared him so many times. It was just bizarre. If he never came back, I wouldn't have said anything. But the fact that he came back, and why does he come back now? It said he was fully cleared in November. And then December.
Yeah, as of November.
And then, so we just happened to wait until everybody else had a Mania match before we did Daniel Bryan. Wonder what that's about. But, Trey, thank you, man, for stepping up and dropping the $26, bro. Thank you for helping.
I'm amazed they were able to keep it quiet that long. Really?
Well, not really. They weren't, because it came out in November.
Yeah, we heard that he was...
Oh, here it is again.
Here we go again.
Let's do it. Do it again. I'm back. I'm back. That's why they call me Daniel B. I can do this all night. I'm back. I'm back, motherfucker. Yo, I'm back at this game. Yo, look out, motherfucker. Because my beard's growing so much it's getting insane. I'm about to take my dick out and give you the fucking bicycle knee kick to the head. Watch you end up dead. Daniel Bryan for sure. Yo, and I'm fucking your mum up more. I'm crazy and I'm looking like some coked up whore. Yo, I'm back for sure, about to win that belt back. And Shane McMahon and me are gonna make you taste a nutsack. That's why they call me Daniel B. I'm back. I'm fucking back, suck my crack addict. I'm back at it, motherfucker. Have a heart attack at it while I'm back at it. Look at my beard, it's weird. I got a kid inside.
Just wanted to play the new donation. What's up, Joe and Jake?
Oh, what's up?
Enjoyed the chicken dinner last night.
Fuck yeah.
Have a great show, guys. The Himmel God has spoken.
Himmel God. That was Brian Himmelfarb. He is the Himmel God. And by the way, we got a fucking chicken dinner in PUBG the other night, Jake. We got a goddamn PUBG in we got a chicken dinner in PUBG. Well, you were there for it.
I killed those two bastards behind the rock.
You were the one that killed them. I was hiding healing. You're right. I was hiding healing.
No, you two were the ones that actually drew their fire. Without that, I would have been dead in the water, literally.
Well, but you know, Himmel, to be honest, Himmel God, you didn't kill anybody. I watched your screen. But no, but yes, we have to play this for Himmel God. Here it is. It is the Himmel God. Ho! Rumble Himmel, Himmel God. Humble Himmel, Himmel God. Himmel God. He's got so much dough. He got money. It flows out his goddamn asshole. Himmel God. He's a Himmel Fob. Himmel God.
I love that every time I hear it.
Yow! him, oh God. Okay, that was a lot of fun. Sorry. Thank you, him, oh God. Please, somebody... What the fuck is going on? I'm hitting buttons.
Intro. You restarted the show. Yeah, you should have played that fucking clip, that audio clip yesterday when we got the chicken dinner.
What the fuck is wrong? Yeah, dude, I'm out of my mind. Sausage is on the phone. Sausage.
Oh,
Yo,
shit.
Cronin.
Daniel fucking Bryan is back, Sausage.
God damn, man. Finally.
Yeah, man, Daniel Bryan is back. So, Sausage, hang on one second, Sausage. Yo, 225 is on the phone. 225, who's this?
Hi, this is Courtney.
Oh, shit, it's Courtney Summers. What's up, Courtney? How you doing?
Hey, I was just calling to talk about the whole Daniel Bryan thing and how he returned and how he was able to actually kind of reverse the damage that he did.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so everybody...
It's actually kind of cool because a lot of people are thinking that he's in there with the damage that he had to his brain.
Right.
But he's actually kind of starting from square one, fresh, like he's day one in the business with no concussions. Because he actually went and took part in what was an FDA trial, but he took part in the treatment afterwards because he begged these people to do this because he was that desperate to get cleared. What they did is they hook you up to an EEG, which for people who don't know what that is, that's where they hook up these electrodes and stuff to your head and they monitor your brain waves. And they do that and then they get you to do these different tasks that you're required to do for whatever you're doing. Like, so I guess they were having him, do kicks or do whatever was required. And they test your reaction time. They test, how your brain's reacting to it. And then they put you in a hyperbaric oxygen chamber for, I think it's an hour and a half. And then after the session, they do the EEG again, and then they monitor your brainwaves. And then they actually do this new radiological scan, which is kind of like an x-ray, but it's way more advanced. And they monitor what your brain looks like and if it's improving. And he was actually able to reverse the damage. And on that advanced radiological scan, they couldn't find a sign of the damage. And so now he has like the average brain of like a high school athlete.
Yeah, no history of concussion whatsoever left.
Exactly.
Wow,
and
it was over 50
and
of his hyperbaric treatments as well.
Exactly. Exactly. And he worked so hard for this. And not only that, this opens the doors because like Corey Graves sitting there on the announce booth, he could undergo these treatments and maybe he could be cleared. Other wrestlers, athletes, that are out there that have been told that you can't do this. And also this opens the door for those struggling with CTE that we hear so much about in the wrestling industry, football and so on. This opens the door for these athletes to get that help and get these treatments so that we can maybe finally have what looks like to be a cure for this, if not a cure, but at least something that helps a whole hell of a lot.
Yeah, that's great.
I mean, at least it can, not be a total cure, like you said, but at least allay symptoms or help people rejuvenate their body enough to go back into, the field of athletics that they were forced to leave.
But do we know if does this just mask the issue, or is there...
No, this repairs.
No, it actually
uses,
heals it.
It reoxygenates the parts of the brain that are damaged and destroyed. Like, it's next level sci-fi treatment, basically. It's incredible.
He had a lesion on his brain, and they actually that lesion disappeared, and now if you look at a PET scan, a CT scan, MRI, whatever of his brain, you will not see that lesion on his brain anymore. And even on that more advanced radiological study, you are not going to see that on there because those treatments and that dedication that he put in to healing himself and rehabbing worked.
Do you know when he went through? Do you know when he did this? Because he got cleared in 2016, 17.
He started doing this. I believe, from what I've been told, he began this around the end of 2016, beginning of 2017, And it's been like an ongoing process, and he has been trying to get cleared and going to specialist after specialist after specialist. And these appointments weren't in his local area. Like, he's been having to fly out to do these sessions and to do these appointments over and over again. This has been a hard road.
And on March 27th, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. On March 27th last year, 2017, Daniel Bryan tweeted out, I just searched for this. He said, just heard about these hyperbaric oxygen therapy. Very interested, he said. And the man running it, Barry Miskin, was talking about Joe Namath and Martin to go ahead and raise awareness about head injuries. And Daniel Bryan, showed interest then. So that was a little over a year ago. So,
where's the
to find out now.
When did he hear about something on his brain? Because I never heard about a lesion on his brain. When did that come out?
Yeah, that came out like a little after he retired, that he had the lesion on his brain. And he actually said that in an interview. They found this lesion on his brain, and it was all scary because, like, nobody knew what it was. But a lesion on the brain is just basically like a brain bruise. It's from repeated traumas.
Right.
Stuff. And I know about that because I have epilepsy, and and I've had seizures where I fell and hit my head, a few times, and I've had to learn about a lot of this stuff, so that's how I know a lot about it and know a lot about neurologic function and everything else. So that's why I thought I'd call in.
I don't know how long you've been
explain to everybody.
I don't know how long you've been listening to my show, but in 2013. I played hockey every Friday night. I always used to play it. We used to have monetized this on Wednesdays because of that. And I got hit with a knee. Actually, it's funny. Flip Gordon's uncle, if anyone knows who Flip Gordon is, Flip Gordon's uncle hit me in the head he was flying down the ice, and I stuck my head all the way out to poke the puck, and he caught me in the head, and my head snapped back like a bobblehead. And I had post-concussion syndrome. It was the weirdest thing because I know people that...
It is the weirdest thing.
I couldn't believe it. Like, I couldn't play video games even. I just didn't want to do anything. My kid was like, I want to do something, and I didn't. I just was, like, miserable. And
you have no interest. You're constantly depressed.
Post-concussion syndrome puts you into, like, a depression and then, like, light hurt. You have to lock yourself up basically in your bedroom with the curtains drawn, and it's miserable. And like, for me, like, it was like an ear ringing thing and all of this weird stuff. And it's hard to go through. And for him to have post-impact seizures from the concussion, that was even worse. That means that his concussions were not just a minor concussion. That means he was more on the moderate to severe end. So for him to be able to reverse that, this is huge. Not just for Daniel Bryan and for us wrestling fans. This is huge for regular people because my husband is actually a military vet, and he was involved in an IED explosion, has some CBI issues. And so I'm thinking this could be huge for him even.
Wow.
That he could undergo these sessions and treatments, and that he could maybe, have some positive
that's certainly something that maybe he could look into. I'm sorry to hear that he was injured. And
we all have some connection to this.
That's terrible.
Jake has when I got my second concussion, I was so weirded out that I stopped playing hockey. But like even to this day, I have neck things, and Jake has major neck things because he's got the Chiari malformation thing.
Yeah, so, I basically have the symptoms of post-concussion syndrome constantly. I am never without a headache.
I feel for you.
I become extremely light sensitive. I can't at certain times, like my eyes will unfocus. You'll notice on the stream. Like if I close my eyes, open them back up, they take a little second to refocus. I can't see out of my right eye, hear out of my left ear. It switches.
And his dick doesn't work.
Well,
no, I'm just kidding. No,
unless I'm looking at a guy. But
I'm sorry.
but I think that with with Bree, there, and she's going to be watching him, and she's going to know what to look out for. And I think that they've been educated by all of these specialists. So for those people, worried and everything else, I think the first sign of trouble, with them having little birdie, I think that they're going to, pull out at the first sign of trouble. I don't think that they're going to let him go. I think the doctors are going to be on him. Because if you notice, right after he took that power bomb on the apron or right on the edge of the ring, that ref was right on him to get that finger squeeze of, I'm okay, because they're being that careful with him. So, as far as like him, going full tilt with this, I see him maybe, just doing, if he's on either Raw or SmackDown, just doing those shows on television and not doing a house show schedule. That's what I see.
Yeah, I would definitely keep him off of those. I think you're absolutely right. Courtney, I'm going to let you go because I'm up against the time, but that was,
okay,
thank you.
Well, it was nice. It was nice hopping the first call, Terry, with you guys.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for all the support. And then she calls with good information, too, so thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully, your husband finds some proper path to, feeling better, and you as well.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
And you guys
Courtney.
have a great show.
You too. Well, you don't have a show, but you might someday. But no, Courtney has been like becoming a patron. She's been donating, and then on top of that, she comes in with pretty freaking cool information. But yeah, we know about those concussions, man. They're bad. My concern with Daniel Bryan is the people wrestling him, because I'm just worried that anybody, because people get hurt when they're thinking about it a lot. Like you're like trying to be careful with Daniel Bryan, and then you just, that gets people hurt. We get some donations I have to play, and I'll play those in a second. If you guys want to get yours in, get them in before we get out of here tonight. We got a couple more little things to go over. We got more phone calls. Phone lines are jammed right now, but we have our buddy on the phone who we took his call, and then we made him hold for two people. Sausage! Sausage! Now Sausage is here. What's up, Sausage?
What's up, Joe? What's up, Jake? Yeah, man, Daniel Bryan's back yesterday. I was hyped, man. That was probably one of the biggest SmackDowns to where, I've never been that hyped for SmackDown in a while. So when Daniel came back, I was like, fuck everything else. I'm going to watch SmackDown last night.
Yeah. And, I'm surprised they didn't get more viewership from it either. I thought it was really going to, blow the damn roof off of, SmackDown Live. But I guess they only gained but they gained 116,000 views, compared to last week. So they had a 2.88. And I really thought with him, going basically immediately viral and trending worldwide on Twitter with the fact that Daniel Bryan was back, that it really would have upped the viewership. Maybe next week we'll see a higher increase, but still, it's better than what they've gotten recently.
Yeah, I'm pretty
did you
shocked.
Guys watch NXT tonight at all? Or
I didn't get to see it tonight yet. No.
Oh man, you guys gotta watch. It had a great opening with Ciampa. I'm not gonna say anything else because I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, he was really good.
Yeah,
typically I don't get to catch NXT till the next day, but
I'm gonna be doing my review up on Patreon tonight. So yeah, I might have an NXT review. I might have NXT and 205 live reviews starting to go up on Patreon. So yeah, I'm gonna check that out. That's awesome, Sausage. I'm gonna get out of here. Sausage, you in the Discord right now?
Not right now, but I am logged in there. Yeah.
All right. I just wanted you to say logged. That's all. All right, Sausage. Thanks, man. I'll see you. Log. All right.
I guess, though, that yesterday's SmackDown had the highest viewership since the Superstar Shakeup back in April 2017.
Well, there you go.
So, it was the most watched SmackDown.
What was it again? 2.8?
2.88.
Ugh. Yeah. I would have hoped for a 3.
Yeah. The SmackDown for the Superstar Shakeup was at 3.105. So I figured they would have gotten at least a 3.
What did Raw do last week? Didn't Raw do a 3.1 or a 3.2?
I don't have it in front of me, but
yeah, Raw's not doing well. No one's doing well. That's why when everybody's like, oh, and again, like all those little troll kids who love Roman Reigns so much, I'm not just blaming Reigns. I'm blaming the whole place. Because there's nothing that's going to save this. Like, that's the common denominator here, everybody. The common denominator with WWE is the stories are terrible. The week-to-week stories suck. The writing is terrible. When you give a wrestler so much to memorize, they have to think about it so much, you lose character. I heard Stone Cold talking about this on Vince Russo's podcast. He nailed it on the head. When they're sitting there trying to remember their lines, they lose their character. And everybody can tell, and it don't seem right. When everybody thinks about all the spots they're going to do in the match, they lose the story. They lose their character. And that's what Stone Cold nailed it on that podcast. They lose their character because they're sitting there thinking about this page of shit that they have to remember, and they can't go out there and deliver it with the conviction and the creativity and the character that they need to deliver it with because they're too busy thinking about making sure they get it right so the writers don't yell at them and someone else doesn't yell at them, and then everybody don't get pissed off.
Bullet points are hard to remember, And
well, they're more than that. That's the problem. They're more than bullet points now.
Yeah. and they have to hit each line, and we don't have motivations for the stars nowadays. We don't. You know, we know that Roman Reigns, he tells us it's his yard, he's the big dog, blah blah blah. But why? You know, with all of these characters, you know, they're all just catchphrase spewing machines, but they don't have any type of you know, further explained details about them. We don't know anything about any of them, really. Any of them.
Right.
And that's a huge thing that's missing today. That's why we don't have, like Daniel Bryan, we believed him to be the true underdog. We knew his entire story. We knew where he came from. We watched him develop in NXT. He built up, you know, to the time with the Yes Movement. And I think that's why people just got so enamored and captivated by him. We have an affinity to root for the underdog. So his story is what made us enjoy and like him so much.
Yeah, and with, you know, with everything else, it's like people are like, we need to get Kenny Omega. No, you don't. It's not going to help anything. The writing is so bad. It doesn't matter. We have Shinsuke. We have all these people. Bobby Roode is boring. Randy Orton is boring. They're in a match together. And then they're in the match together with ultimate boring Jinder Mahal. That whole thing sucks. Somebody needs to be a heel. Someone needs to be a face. And Jinder Mahal needs to be a douchebag. And they need to really make it seem like Jinder's going to win or make him win. I don't know, whatever. But the whole thing's a mess. So much stuff is a mess. Shinsuke versus AJ Styles, we're in it for the wrestling match, and that's it. There's no character to most of this stuff. Shinsuke has character and has a little bit of character, a lot of charisma, and we love him in the ring, but you know, that's pretty much it. And Shinsuke is a better example of being able to sort of be a character without doing much. But it's like so many of these people, there's no week-to-week story that we can really get that invested in. There is no week-to-week story. The only thing you were looking forward to on SmackDown was seeing Daniel Bryan come back. Was he going to get in the ring? Was he going to fight somebody? What was going to happen? What was he going to say? And that was it. And that was
and if it wasn't for Daniel, there was nothing else really to enjoy.
SmackDown was terrible. I
don't understand why they had Charlotte lose. I mean, they can tease the cash in with, you know, Carmella. That's fine. But as you said, you know, the U.S. title is boring. The tag division, you know, everybody feels outmatched by the Bludgeon Brothers. And then what else do we have to look forward to?
And
Ty Dillinger getting his ass beat?
And somebody said, oh, the views are down for the deletion. Well, it's always down at that hour. It doesn't matter what's going on. That's why WWE usually puts on their main stars in the first hour or second hour, because the third hour, all the kiddies go to bed. So a bunch of kids didn't see that deletion happen. So he says he can't believe the Ultimate Deletion lost 400,000 views. Well, why? I mean, I can believe it did, because people went to bed. People go to bed. And by the way, if you're some kid like, this is stupid, I don't get it, like, and then you see the preview and then they come back to the announcers and then they're like, this is going to be terrible, everyone. Like Michael Cole, what did he say? We're sorry for this. What you're going to see. This.
He went ahead and he apologized for what was about to happen.
Yeah, I'm apologizing for this. It was even worse than that, though. It wasn't even like I thought that. They should have. What they should have said is, "Welcome back to Monday Night Raw, everybody. What you're about to see is something that we thought we'd never see here on Monday Night Raw. Frankly, I'm not really sure what it's going to be, but we apologize in advance for whatever it is that's about to happen." You know, but they didn't say
Michael
that.
Michael Cole called the segment obnoxious. I remember.
Yeah,
and
they shit on it. It was weird. It was the opposite of what announcers should be doing.
Well, now I love it, though, because I think it was intentional, because now Matt Hardy is calling out Michael Cole, and he has Vanguard 1 targeting Michael Cole as well.
He should. Target his dick. Target Michael Cole's penis. Swoop down from the fucking sky and target Michael Cole's penis. How about that, Michael Cole, you four-eyed bastard? Put you in a hyperbolic chamber and do the opposite to you. What happens if we put a perfectly okay brain into a hyperbolic chamber? Or maybe not. Maybe Michael Cole's got a not-so-good brain. So maybe then he will be smart.
Probably.
I don't know. All I know is I would rather take whiny-voiced Michael Cole from WrestleMania 15 as opposed to robotic, read from the notes, whatever you say, Vince, Michael Cole from Raw nowadays, because it's so bad. The announcing is so bad. Corey Graves is talented, but he's all over the place. There's no direction with that announce team, it feels like. Just come out here, look good, look like real sports announcers, and there you go. That's why.
On top of Matt Hardy, you know, saying that he wanted to delete Michael Cole, he also said that he's ready to delete Vince McMahon. I thought that was pretty funny as well. He said that if Meek Mahan didn't love the deletion, you know, the ultimate deletion, then he would be the next to be deleted. So that was great. He said this. He said, "I will delete Vince McMahon if he didn't like my ultimate deletion to TMZ." And Matt is just like full on crazy when he says it too.
Where's the thing
fantastic.
where he's where's the promo he did with me when I called that match and he said that he was gonna eat their pets?
Yeah.
Where's that? Oh, here it is. Okay. This is the best. When he says eat their pets.
Commander, the one who leads the Great War, Matt Hardy.
Yes, this is my dear loyal lieutenant, Brother Cronin. He's a good man.
And then I will eat their pets.
He has rallied up his troop, his platoon, his fleet.
That's right, I have a troop. I have a Girl Scout troop.
Great war, and you must understand, all Brother Neros, they must face the darkness of deletion.
Look how mad I am. I'm like actually ready to go. You know, if you're somebody watching this, you're probably thinking like, this guy's a psycho. He thinks he might kill somebody for Matt. You know what I mean? Like, it's like an idiot fan who thinks it's real. That's what I look like. I look like some moron fan who thinks it's real. Like, and you'd be worried.
You're saluting him.
Yeah, you're worried that I would attack anybody who actually disagrees with Matt Hardy. Somebody said that in the comments or whatever, and I'm like, dude, it's a joke. Wow, this video has 900 likes. Damn.
They must. It is a mandatory. We will turn them all into obsolete mules. And then I will eat them. And then I will eat their pets.
Dude, this is the stuff we're missing out on that they're starting to finally get back into. You know, him talking to George Washington, him bringing in Skarsgård. You know, we're learning more about Woken Matt. This is what we needed. We need that ridiculous stuff.
And then I will eat them. I will eat their pets. It's the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard.
And then I will eat them. And then I will eat their pets.
Dude, I would pay like so much money to see him like cut promos like that in the ring and then beat somebody up. Like, I mean, I can't tell you enough like how fucking awesome like that character should be.
Instead of that, we get a goddamn giant chicken dancing with Bobby Roode and Nakamura after SmackDown. Did you hear about this?
Tell me in 1 second. Let me get this caller off first. 202, what's up?
Hey, Joe Cronin. This is Andrew from Washington, D.C.
What's up, Andrew? Washington, D.C. That's Washington Dan Cronin. Those are my initials. No, what's up, man? How you doing?
No, I'm good tonight. I saw SmackDown last night, and it was pretty good. I'm a huge SmackDown Live fan, and I was excited to see Daniel Bryan. It was exciting.
Did you say, yeah, so how was it? So was it everything you thought it would be?
Yeah, it was good. I like that he got physical with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Dude,
and I like the fact that they beat the fucking shit out of him.
He was so hyped for that he almost inverted himself and broke his neck on those drop kicks. It was like terrifying to watch.
Yeah, it was so exciting to watch. So I'm pretty stoked about the WrestleMania card for the SmackDown card. We got AJ versus Nakamura. I remember seeing their match in Japan, and it was really great. And then there's Oscar versus Charlotte, which I thought would happen. And I guess the third match I'm looking forward to is probably going to be the tag team match.
With Shane and... Yeah, I'm with you on that list. Those are my top 3 as well. I am absolutely with you on that list. I think you nailed it. I think those are my top 3 as well. And I thank you for the call, my friend. Thank you, man. I love you. Thank you for calling. Call back next time, too. We're under the gun here, so I'm trying to get people on as quick as possible. The phone lines are still jammed.
And then I will eat their pets.
Yeah, now that you got that caller off.
Go for it.
I was going to say that before. Yeah,
did you get it? Yeah, you got it?
Nakamura and Bobby Roode took on Ziggler and Mahal. And I'm sorry, but this can't be ignored. All of a sudden, a person wearing a gigantic chicken costume got up by where the announce table is, then got into the ring, and I guess it was a planned spot because Nakamura and Roode started doing the chicken dance. You know, the no. What the fuck?
Wait a minute. Who did the chicken dance?
Nakamura and Bobby Roode.
Oh my God. Now Bobby Roode kind of looks like a chicken in a way. So
I'll tweet it to you right now. I'll include you in it. But it's like, what are you? Thankfully, I mean, they got rid of the stupid, words that pop up and all the emojis. I didn't see any of that last night.
My God.
Thankfully. That shit
what the fuck is that?
So cringeworthy.
Can I do that again? Somebody, hey, I look like Beaker, James. This is James Ellsworth. Everybody get your cameras ready and get ready to tweet this video on Twitter like a maniac. Everybody tweet this video to Jericho. Okay, ready? As soon as I say Jericho's name, cut it there and then do the ready? I think Chris Jericho is the man, and we all need to go on the Chris Jericho cruise. The cruise of Jericho. Get your tickets now. Joe Cronin said so. Get the cruise of Jericho in your life. Get those tickets, and let's have a party. If everybody takes that whole clip right now on Twitter and puts it on their Twitter and then tweets that at Jericho using the hashtag Cronin for the Cruise of Jericho or something like that. Cronin for Cruise of Jericho. Cronin for Cruise of Jericho, and then tweet that video, and everybody do it. And I'm going to be watching right now to see how many of you tweet Jericho that. And tweet me, include me, at Jericho, at Joe Cronin, and just go now. Fucking 30 of you, 50 of you, 100 of you. You do that. Jericho's already responded once tonight to us. You do that. We're going, baby. We're going on the cruise of Jericho! It's going to be amazing, bro. It's going to be a fun time. Buy your tickets. Look, I'm doing plugs for a guy. He don't even like me. He don't even like me because I gave him an 8 out of 10, which is one of the best wrestling scores all year. I think there was 1 or 2 matches in NXT that I gave an equal score to, perhaps. And those guys are like fucking 28 years old. So, goddamn, man. Kenny Omega, Jericho, it was absolutely amazing. So let's get those videos going, folks. Set your cameras to record, Bob Saget style. Aristocrats up in this bitch. Okay, go ahead. I'll be watching.
The dad.
Yeah. Or I'll come fuck your dad. And, yeah.
I know Big Slow.
And then Bobby Roode was dressed
of them dancing with the chicken, but like it was just so random for them to have a chicken involved. I'm still hung up on this. Like, thankfully, it wasn't on the TV segments.
They were just having some fun. They were just having some fun, Jake.
I know, but
you fucking party. This is wrestling.
I'm being a party pooper here because this is the corny shit that I don't want to see them delve into.
Bobby Roode, seriously, he kind of stands. I'm not kidding. He kind of looks a little bit like a chicken. Like, I'm not kidding. I don't know. You want to be the Red Rooster? I got a good gimmick for you. Red Rooster.
They did choke it.
Choke that chicken, baby.
They choked that
I'm waiting for that video clips. I'm waiting for those video clips to start popping up.
It better be.
Brian, I'm going to follow you on Twitter.
Cronin for Cruise of Jericho. Hashtag Cronin for Cruise of Jericho. You better see it.
I'm waiting for it, man. I'm waiting for it. All right, so go. I'm sorry. What else did you have if you had anything else? I don't know.
They finally caved in and they said that. Now, this is good. This, I suddenly have an interest in. The greatest Royal Rumble, with the 50-man Royal Rumble that they're having
the Undertaker
in April.
Yeah.
The Undertaker, it's going to be in Saudi Arabia. It won't just be fans in the Middle East who get to enjoy the show anymore, though. They are going to air it on the WWE Network. And I've heard, this is, again, take it with a grain of salt, but I've heard that Daniel Bryan might actually win this.
Really? That'd be so annoying because we want him to win the Rumble, the Royal
actual
Rumble.
But I've heard this from a few reliable people, and if that's the case, it's not the same, Joe. It's not the same.
God damn.
I mean, this is April 27th. We'll see what happens. It is in Saudi Arabia. It's not the same. It doesn't count. It's just, I don't think they get anything for winning this except for bragging rights. So it is cool that they are putting this on the network. I wish they did that with all these kind of specials, StarCade being one of them. We didn't get to see that. So it is nice that when they have these little things and that, they get to include fans. I mean, that's one of the perks of having the network.
Right.
So also, one of the main things that I wanted to bring up tonight was, from what I've heard again from a lot of people, WWE is in no hurry to make the Undertaker match official in the eyes of the fans. And we're not going to have any confirmation from the Undertaker himself until the go-home show for WrestleMania of Raw.
Jesus.
So for the next 2 weeks, we'll have Kane, we'll have, Cena out there running his mouth. But it's being reported by Cage Side Seats and so many others that we won't see the Undertaker reply directly to John Cena until days before WrestleMania at the Go Home episode of Raw.
Oh my God, dude. I got to tell you, man, Old Man Davey was on this right away. Guys, you guys got to get on this. Get on this train.
Of all people, Old Man Davey.
We are going to flood.
I believe it.
We are just going to send these all to Jericho, baby. Send these to Jericho. This is great. Poor fucking Jericho.
Look at that. That is excellent. Look at Old Man Davey. Nailed it.
Cut it there and then do the other, right? I think Chris Jericho is the man, and we all need to go on the Chris Jericho cruise. The cruise of Jericho. Get your tickets now. Joe Cronin said so. Get the cruise of Jericho in your life. Get those tickets, and let's have a party.
That is great.
Dude, if he sees this, he's gonna be like, what the fuck is this? The fuck is this retard? You know what? Blocked again. Blocked again. You said I blocked you before. You know what? Blocked again, Joe Cronin, for giving my match with Kenny Omega an 8 out of 10. You dickhead from Boston. But you know something? When my Bruins play your Jets, I'm gonna be really rooting hard this time. Okay, Jericho? Sorry, I love Chris Jericho. People like in the comments are like, oh, you know, don't worry with him, Jericho. He's a troll. I'm not a fucking troll. I do a show and I'm not trolling. I wish I was a troll. That'd be easy. Just come out and say dumb shit that I don't really believe. No, I believe what I say. Listen, let's play some of these donations real quick, and then we'll get back and see how many of you guys have been tweeting that video out. Because I'm a sick son of a bitch. I want to see that. Seriously, I want to see that blow up. All right, let's see.
You want to see my dick? I'll take my dick out right now. I'm Seanzview Entertainment.
Here it comes.
And you want to see my dick? Do you want to see my dick?
Why does he start every show? Welcome to another edition. Like, it just annoys the hell out of me.
I'm Seanzview. Don't screw with me, or else I'll show you my pee-pee. Do you want to see my dick?
Do you want to see my dick? I'm from Fall River, yo. He's got a fucking toy ring behind him, for Christ's sake. He's...
Wanna see my dick, Satin? I'll fuck your girl in the ass, you cuck.
Oh my God.
Know the difference between Joe Cronin and Goldberg? Goldberg wins titles and can be proud champion in his kids' eyes. Time for some early heel heat before Friday.
Jesus
Down
Christ,
with Kenneth Empire.
Down with the... Did he insult me and Ken? Well, I don't get that.
Yeah. He's just rooting for myself.
I think he was rooting for me. I think Goon is rooting for me. Now we have to compete, dude. Famous B from Lucha Underground is going to be here on Friday night. Famous B from Lucha Underground could win the title, but I want to win that belt away from Ken, man. I want to win that belt, and I want to stuff it in Leah's face at home. I'm going to stuff that fucking belt right in her face. I'm going to say, Leah, cook me some eggs. Watch me celebrate my championship with all the pride and joy of the Joe Cronin Show right in her face. Iron my clothes. I lift up the belt. She makes me some eggs. I lift up the belt. She washes the floor. I lift up my belt, and I hold it over her head, and I hang that thing over her head every single day of her goddamn life, because I am Joe Cronin, and I am the monetize this heavyweight champion. Oh, let's see what we got here. Mike Daniel says, what's up, Joe and Jake? I love you guys. Go fuck yourself to JB. No, go fuck yourself, Ken, and where's JB and Connor? Connor was sick tonight. He couldn't be here. And shout out to JB. Rumor has it, fat sack of Ken versus old raisin shell at Mania. Oh, my... What the fuck, dude? WC Mikey, thank you for the... That's fucking horrible, bro.
I was going to cut a promo on Ken before. I was going to call in. I told him, but, you know, then he started talking about his wife and her cancer and all that shit. And I was like, damn, Ken, you just... Now I can't. Now I'm a... You know? How do you call in and be a dick then?
Yeah, I'm going to make her waterboard my dick. How about that?
Yeah, I was going to go off on him, too. I had some vicious zingers lined up for Ken, but couldn't use them all.
What happened to the Bruins game tonight? I missed the game tonight. Did St. Louis win?
I don't know.
Yeah, you better tell me. No, I'm just kidding. No, I missed the hockey game though. Seriously, Mikey, thanks, man. Even though it's fucked up, I still don't know why he doesn't like what his problem is.
Bruins lost to St. Louis 2-1.
God damn it! The whole Bruins team is like fucking injured. In overtime again. That's 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Well, we got a point then. I'm game with dude. Half my team is injured. Every day someone goes down. fucking Bergeron, fucking Nash, and multiple other people. It's just crazy.
Coming soon, NXT Elite Apocalyptico 2. King Maxwell versus Michael Cole.
I'd like to see that.
Thank you so much, Mosh Master D. I appreciate that.
Michael Cole getting his ass beat by a hardy toddler.
King Maxwell just kicking him in the junk a bunch of times. Oh my God, we got more people fucking sending that Jericho thing out.
That's great.
This is too fucking funny, dude. I don't know why little shit like this. I guess this is trollish, right? Like kind of. So maybe this is what that guy meant. This is kind of trollish, but it's fucking hilarious to me. So it's just having a little fun, you know what I mean? We're fucking when
you
we're
didn't
making
say anything bad.
now. Everybody, dude, we're making people aware of the Cruise of Jericho. Everybody tweet this video to Jericho. Okay, ready? As soon as I say Jericho's name, cut it there, and then you shouldn't have cut it here, though. You should have cut it before I said, send this to Jericho. Yeah, ready? I think Chris Jericho is the man, and we all need to go on the Chris Jericho cruise. The Cruise of Jericho. Get your tickets now. Joe Cronin said so. Get the Cruise of Jericho in your life. Get those tickets, and let's have a party. What is wrong with me, dude? I am way too excited about this shit. Like, way too. Oh, here's another one. As soon as I say Jericho's name, cut it there, and then do the ready? I think everybody's cutting this at the wrong time, though. Chris Jericho is the man, and we all need to go on the Chris Jericho cruise. The Cruise of Jericho. Get your tickets now. Joe Cronin said so. Get the Cruise of Jericho in your life. Get those tickets. And dude, I will retweet every one of these. I swear to God, I'll make the whole fucking feed will be that shit. Oh my Christ, dude! What did he do?
I want to see Jericho respond. That's what I want.
Yeah, right.
He better. After all this, he better.
That was dumb as hell, dude. He's gonna fucking if he sees that, he's gonna be. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get blocked. He's gonna be like this
you
guy.
Either get blocked or he's gonna respond.
You're right. I don't want.
He won't just ignore it.
No, you know what he'll do if he's smart, right? If I was Jericho, what I would do, I'd be like, yeah, man. You know what, Joe? I think you're funny. How about you be my special guest one day, and me and you will hang out on the boat. So definitely get those tickets, and you know, what I mean. I'll have a special area for you to meet me so we can hang out for the whole cruise, and we'll be like, you'll be my co-host on the ship, okay? So like when I gotta go pee and hook up and just do other things, and you know, you can grab the mic and entertain the people. Oh wow, really, Jericho? Yeah. And then Jericho, I come to the cruise. He's, hey Joe, yeah, it's great. Then as soon as we get like a couple miles off the dock, he just fucking shoves me off the boat. Right there, just fucking.
No, he's gonna sail out to international waters and then
shoot me. Yeah. And he'll just tell everybody, he'll be like, dude, I invited this fan to come on my cruise, and I told him he could be like the guest host and stuff, and he tried to fucking kill me, and so then I
overboard.
So I threw him off. Jesus, and they're gonna believe Jericho. They're not gonna think. They're gonna think I'm crazy. They're gonna look at my videos on YouTube. They'll be like, yeah, this guy's nuts. He did this to you. And they'll just be like, oh, Jericho. They'll be like, Joe Cronin attempted to kill Chris Jericho, and so Chris Jericho had no other choice but to kill him. You know, Chris Jericho kills podcast attacker on fucking cruise. Many questions from police. You know, and like I could just be killed. No, nothing would ever fucking get solved or anything. It would because they believe him. Because why wouldn't you believe Jericho? I would.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's a fucking little.
Gotta believe him. He put you on the list.
Somewhere out there, there's a guy writing a book. I mean, there's your fucking topic, man. Write that book. Make that book happen.
Michael in the chat says, "Don't go if he invites you after this."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll bring a bodyguard with me. Fucking goddamn it.
You were wildly blocked. Yeah, I agree.
You know what's funny is Kevin Owens and me are the same age, and I grew up the same thing with like Jericho posters and stuff. One of us made it to the WWE, one of us didn't. But that's okay, because one of us gets to talk a bunch of goofy shit on YouTube, and the other one has to pretend to be happy with his career. No, I'm just kidding. I love you, Kevin Owens. I'm joking.
Kevin Owens now changed his name on Twitter to Kevin Steen, which I thought was great. He changed it back to Fight Steen Fight.
He did?
After being fired.
Oh, because he got fired. Oh, that's great. I love little shit like that, dude. I love it.
And him and Sami Zayn have been taken off of the
shows?
WWE website, as well as removing them from tour dates.
Oh, good on you, WWE. Keep it kayfabe.
I like that stuff. Yeah.
Keep the kayfabe.
Liz let us know this. She said she sent us from Wrestling News Source that Daniel Bryan is supposedly going to have a similar schedule to Randy Orton.
Okay.
Not a full,
Yeah,
he doesn't
I like
want
that.
a 200-day-year schedule. He wants a pretty regular schedule. Probably,
I like that.
Similar to in vein of Randy Orton. So
I
I'm
love
fine
that.
with that.
That's perfect. I love it. I love it. I'm
one
33.
thing I did want to bring up before we get out of here is, did you hear about Ryback basically calling out Rusev for steroid use?
I'm going to call you out because I'm a fucking hypocritical, fake piece of shit.
What kind of bullshit is this?
Joe Cronin needs to die in a pit of spikes.
Dude, Ryback's crazy, man. I mean, come on. The guy's trying to do birthday parties now or something.
Yeah, well, Rusev was in a live stream.
Rusev, Machka.
And he was just streaming with Wana, having fun, and then Ryback gets in there and says, "Are you involved in the steroid scandal? I can't have you involved in my company if you're involved in this Bravo stuff."
Have you seen, though, that he trolls... But you know that he's been trolling everybody like this, and then apparently they're all friends? Have you noticed that? There's really... I'm not kidding. Like, there's a thing where he's been trolling everybody.
I believe it because he's an asshole, but...
Listen, I swear to God, if you've been doing steroids, I will not finish it. And if you fuck around, seriously, Jake, if you mess around with me, I will end you. Shell shocked. Gah. It's fitting time. Finish it. Feeding time.
Cranky.
Imagine him going into McDonald's fucking, "Can I take your order?"
Finish it.
You want to finish?
Feed me more.
You want to finish reading? You want to finish reading the menu up here? I mean, would you like something? Can I help you? I'm sorry.
I am Ryback Ryan Reeves. Finish it.
Okay, would you like to order a cheeseburger?
Shell shock.
Are you in shock? Do you need me to, are you okay? Should we call 911? Are you sick?
Feed me more.
Okay, yeah, we got Big Macs, we got a double cheeseburger. You want a meal? You want fries? I'll give you everything back here. Do you have a credit card or cash? Or you want to sit down and think about it? Should we... Mike, get the manager. The manager comes over.
And security.
Hello, sir. Can I help you? I'm the manager.
Finish it, shell shocked. I am Ryan Reeves Ryback.
All right, I'm sorry. This has fucking gone off the rails.
Screaming about,
but we're happy.
Famous. He's just shitting on people that are still in the company, it seems like. Because he sounds like a bitter, jealous ex. That's what it seems like.
Yeah, I heard it was a work, but this is some weird shit that he's going pretty far with it. It seems a little strange.
It does seem strange. It seems petty as well. Speaking of petty, last thing I'll get into is that Stephanie McMahon training with a UFC fighter for WrestleMania 34 match with Ronda Rousey. She's training with Silverback Seth Petrozelli.
Did you say the guy's name is okay? I was like, what did you call somebody?
The Silverback Seth Petrozelli.
The Silverback. I love that, man. And do it in Vince McMahon voice. You got it. 817's on the phone. What's up, 817?
Good evening, gentlemen. How are you doing?
How you doing, man? What's up?
How's it going?
This is Abel, Joe.
What was that?
This is Abel. I just want to.
Oh, what's up, Abel?
Tell you, a couple of months ago, when I had the opportunity to buy tickets for either Raw or SmackDown, I stupidly chose Raw, and I kicked myself in the ass the next morning, or day rather, when I saw that Daniel Bryan was going to be back. I would really have loved to have been there for that instead.
Well, but in a weird way, I mean, you saw the better show that out of the two. To be honest, you maybe not the best moment. That was probably the best moment, but
what, because of the Ultimate Deletion?
Well, you didn't get to see it, so yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I guess.
No, that's what I'm saying. We didn't get to see that shit.
They didn't.
Yeah, and then
I can't believe they didn't show it afterwards on the screen, at least at the end of everything.
Yeah, no. Instead, after that, Club, Miz, or rather, Club and whoever was they were wrestling with.
Yeah, the Miz Taraj.
Ronda Rousey came out for like a minute and kicked Dana Brooks' ass out of the ring. And then they had Strowman.
She didn't just kick her
Elias.
ass.
She threw her
flung
like
her.
Yeah, she flung her.
fucking flung her.
Yeah, but I don't know. It was just lame. I was thinking the whole time that we were going to get to see the Ultimate Deletion, and they didn't show it. And then I go to Hulu to watch it, and they don't even have it on there for the Raw replay.
They didn't. Oh yeah, that's right. I heard that they didn't put the final deletion on Hulu for the Raw replay. You're right. It was not on Hulu. What the frig is that about?
Burying it, man.
That's ridiculous.
That's fucked up. I didn't know that. I mean, you can watch it on YouTube, but that's like in 5 parts from the WWE channel. Other people uploaded the full thing, but
yeah, it ends right after Rollins is over there pointing at the WrestleMania sign. It ends right there.
Wow, just like what you guys saw live. That's extremely infuriating. I'm baffled. I did not know that. I can't even.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Understand why they would decide to do that.
I meant to talk about it, and I forgot all about that. They took that off. That's bogus.
And to see that it was trending, number one thing on Twitter and everything, you would think that would be something they would, make sure was on there and promoted.
Wow.
Anyway.
And you figure that was like the biggest thing leading into Raw. Maybe they should have opened the show with it,
And that's the whole reason why I wanted to go to the Raw show, was because Matt was finally woken, and I was going to finally get to see him, in that character. And to get cheated out of the whole thing, I just really pissed me off.
That's crazy.
I would be bitter as well.
Yeah, I mean, you should have saw it. At some point, they should have played it somehow. Somewhere.
If you're not going to see him in person, I mean, that's why you bought the tickets months back, because you wanted to see Matt in person. You're like, all right, at least he's the Woken character. See, this is why I was worried that they weren't going to do it at Mania, because, how are they going to play it on the screen in front of a bunch of people? I really thought that they were going to do it at the last pay-per-view, and if not, they'd do it on Raw before, and they did. They should open the show with it when they had the most viewers. I mean, everybody, the younger kids too. I think the younger kids would have liked it that usually watch at that time, because, as you said before, Joe, they lost 400,000 viewers.
I think they were worried about. I think they were worried about the rating of everything and stuff, like about.
Yeah, it's on YouTube, but it's broken up into multiple parts. It's like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, stuff like that. So they cut a little bit out of each segment.
Label, thanks for the call, man. I'm gonna let you go. Thank you very much. Sorry, man.
Y'all have a good night, man.
Yeah, no problem, man. Abel. I believe that's Abel Salas Jr., Abel. But I'm kind of fucked up.
Yeah, and AJ Styles might be moving to Raw with the shakeup. He said, I think it'd be cool if we were all in the club together. Who knows if that will ever happen, but it would definitely be fun. But as far as moving to Raw, I don't plan on losing to Nakamura, and I can't imagine WWE would make Champ go to Raw. But we kind of assume at this point that Nakamura is going to win the title at WrestleMania, so I could see AJ going to Raw.
Yeah, I could see that too. I think Nakamura is going to win the belt. So
yeah, as do I. So then AJ will go to Raw.
Good luck to the writing staff. You know what I mean? Good luck to those guys. Let me play these donations. We got some PUBG to play. It's PUBG night.
Super chat.
Big time update on PUBG today.
Asuka wins. Carmella comes in, cashes in, and wins.
Asuka wins. Carmella comes in and cashes and wins. Yeah, I thought maybe that could happen, or at least the next night on SmackDown, or the night after that. One of those two things could definitely happen. For sure, I could see that happening.
But would they give Carmella, Asuka's undefeated streak?
I really think she's gonna. I really thought she was gonna botch the cash in. I really think she's gonna. I think she's gonna lose. Ken's a fat sack of shit. Hey Joe, what's up? I love the show. Thank you. I'll make sure to buy him a candy bar with your money.
Thank you, fat sack of shit.
Let's zombie run into the zombie apocalypse, motherfucking. Oh. Sorry.
I just couldn't picture Carmella at this point beating Asuka.
Yeah, I can. I don't see no way around it. I feel like if they booked themselves in a corner with that type of shit, and there's really nothing they can do about that. So no way. Yeah,
I agree. There's no way around it. I'm trying to think if, like, no matter how they do it, even if they had her taken out with a freaking shotgun, I still don't see Carmella beating Asuka for the streak. Really, I mean, it's just not probable. But I mean, when you look at all the matches that we have so far, Mania, they have Lesnar and Roman Reigns, Rousey and Angle with Triple H and Stephanie. We got AJ and Nakamura, Flair and Asuka, The Miz and Balor and Rollins in the triple threat. And we got The Bar versus Braun Strowman and whoever they add to be his partner, which I'm still thinking is going to be Elias. Randy Orton, Bobby Roode, and Jinder Mahal in the triple threat. Cedric Alexander against Mustafa Ali for the Cruiserweight title. Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax, the Women's Battle Royal, and the Men's Battle Royal. So that's 11 matches right there. And they pulled Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn's match from the lineup.
Count the multi-matches. I counted the multi-matches earlier today. It's fucking crazy. Women's Battle Royal, Men's Battle Royal, Tag Team Match, Mixed Tag Match, Daniel Bryan Tag Match, Triple Threat for the U.S. title, Triple Threat for the IC title, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 multi-person matches right there with a remainder of maybe 3 or 4 that are not.
Yeah, 4. And that's it. And the thing is with the list too, I didn't even add in the Bludgeon Brothers, New Day, and the Usos. So
pathetic. Really going to be bad.
Said, we took out we took out Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn's match because we don't know what that's going to turn into a tag match, but still.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
be that
so
tag.
I think there's 5 single match. No, 4. Yeah, we got the Universal and the WWE Championship.
Yep.
Both women's and the Cruiserweight. So there's 5.
4 in the Cruiserweight? Okay, so that's 5. Yeah, and Cruiserweight will be on the pre-show.
So there's 7 or 8 multi-person matches.
So on the main show, there'll be 8 matches, and 3 of them will be singles?
Yeah.
Or
well, yeah.
Maybe 4, possibly 4. Yeah, so half the matches will be multi-person matches. Very bizarre.
More.
I'm into like 3 or 4, no more. Like, and I'm talking about pre-show included, so 3 or 4, no more than that. Maybe 2 on the main card, but we're getting fucking half the show is going to be this way.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for sure. And the Women's Battle Royal, they took out Banks and Bayley's match there, so they added them to the Battle Royal. So now we have Banks, Natalya, Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, Liv Morgan, Becky Lynch, and Naomi, and Bayley in the Women's Battle Royal. In the men's right now, we've got Baron Corbin, Mojo, Ty Dillinger, Scott Dawson, and Dash Wilder. So,
well, guys,
still got to see who else they're adding there.
Yeah, that's gonna be. It's too bad about the revival, but guys, if you can't support the show, dropping dollars or dropping donations with the link in the description below, or the super chat $sign on the right, whichever way you want to support the show with donations, become a patron. Get a bunch of bonus content. There's a 1-hour podcast up there right now, special for the $10 patrons with Dave Rose, myself, and Jake. Some of it's going to go up on Corrupted YouTube channel tomorrow. And we've got a whole lot more coming up there as well, tons of stuff. But otherwise, click the like button and stick the thumb up my ass. We get 180 likes. But if you guys want to drop a couple more likes, give us some support there, that'd be great. We're going to play some PUBG now. We're going to move over to PUBG. Leah! You going to play PUBG?
Yeah, I'm alright.
What the fuck? I told Troy no. Although Troy pissed me off last night, bro. Dude, I wanted to kill Troy last night.
With your 8X on your shotgun?
Dude, no.
Driving him nuts?
No, watch what happened. I got the video right here, dude.
I didn't see the rest of the stream, so.
Watch this fuckhead. Dude, you know what pisses me off is, like, you know what I mean? Like, he always tries to blame shit on you. Dude, I wanted to stab him last night, dude. If I fucking got him in real life, get a hold of him, I might have
the
fucking
one round
cut him
he's
up.
Dead. I mean, we did win, so there's that. I'm just saying he died right at the bat, right off the bat, and the 3 of us won. Just saying, Troy.
No, I mean, I've won with Troy, but it's just he fucking sometimes
I know, I'm just fucking around, but
where's the video? Is this not the video of last night? What the fuck is this? Is this yesterday? Love to have anybody.
Super Chat Party.
Super Chat.
Great show tonight, guys. Thanks for taking my call. Jay Aletto.
Jay Aletto from PWP Nation, guys. Check out pwpnation.com again for all your wrestling stuff. Go read his. If you want to know more about the Vince Russo, Ryan Satin thing, trust me, go read that. If you're into reading, his website's pretty goddamn good. Go check out what he wrote about that situation. He break it all down for you. pwpnation.com. Is this the video? Is this from last night?
Bro.
Why didn't the video from last night save if this isn't the video? Oh, yeah, here it is. This has got to be it. Oh, dude, I went off on Troy.
You guys. And then
This is really funny, dude, because I, like, really freaked out on Troy. Like, I had a fucking...
You lost it?
Yeah, dude, I had a conniption last night. Like, it was...
Oh, Jesus.
Because, like, dude, I'm telling you, like, I love Troy. He's my friend. I love him. But it's like,
Oh,
dude...
hell yeah. General Troy, you know, it's always...
But he's just
He
always...
knows what buttons to push on you.
Yeah, he's always shitting on people, and it's just like, well, dude, good job. You ruined the fucking night. I was going to bed anyway, so I figured I'd just fucking go off on him completely. So I didn't care. What's up with Streamlabs? Why does it look like this? What the fuck is going on? Okay, here it is.
If I have to ghost and shoot, I'll ghost and shoot.
I'm gonna drive and catch up as best I can here.
Hey, D-Moon, get ready, D-Moon.
Yeah,
if you're
here's the
listening.
buddy on the buggy. I found him. He's right here in front of us. Right here in front of us.
I see the buggy. He's right in front of me.
Oh, yeah, there he is. There he is. Yeah.
Got you, bitch.
Light him up, Blue. Light him up. Shoot
No,
his
keep it
tires,
steady.
shoot
Keep it
his
steady.
tires.
Oh, yeah, nudge him.
Shoot his tires. Shoot his tires. Oh, let me catch him. Let me get this side of him. Let me get on the side of him. Let me get on the side of him.
So we're chasing this guy.
Light is, he's smoking. He's smoking.
Yeah, he is.
So right here, I'm thinking, okay, he just peeled out a little bit. So right here, I'm thinking, I'm going to crash into his ass. Then I'm going to switch seats so I can pull out my gun and shoot him to death. Because you watch the moped or the car, the car veers to the left.
Yeah.
Our car veers to the left, and I'm like, okay, they're out of range. I'm going to smash into him so he can't move, hopefully. Then pull my gun out and shoot him inside my
Yeah,
vehicle.
because you can switch seats quickly. Here.
Right. So that's what I'm thinking
And
to
you're
do.
by yourself.
Boom! Oh, no! So all of a sudden, Troy just jumps out of the fucking car, and he's in the middle of the road, and I didn't have time.
And Troy knows that you're following right behind, chasing after him. So even if you slammed on the brakes, you still would have hit him.
No! Why'd you jump out in the middle of the street?
Yeah, I didn't see Troy there because he was in a car a second ago. So all of a sudden, bam, that happens, and he just fucking.
He hopped out. He hopped out. He hopped out.
I got him down. I downed him. Oh, shit! Someone else! Oh, fucking move. Oh, fuck. Someone else hit us with a vehicle.
Who the fuck hit?
He's coming back. He's coming back.
Watch this. Watch this. Ready?
Just tap it. Just tap it.
Watch this. Right? Oh! Boom!
Oh!
He got speared by Roman Reigns.
That was fucking retarded.
Wow. Did we
I
just
know I
let that
popped.
But
happen?
then Troy started chipping away at me for a while. This is great. This is.
I mean, he didn't fucking die. Get the fuck out of
Did
here.
we just let that happen? Did we just let that
Dude,
happen?
that was ridiculous.
Shit.
Blue, why'd you hop out though? That's my thing. You should have never hopped out, man.
That was weird.
Oh no, because I was gunning
What?
that guy because I jumped out right in front of him and I fucking had him lined up, but I was gonna light him up and then Halo ran me
Well, I was
over.
right behind you
Hell,
guys.
was it Halo?
Yeah, I was right behind you guys.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
should
Halo
never
ran
hopped
me over.
out, man. You should have never.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't hop out. I didn't hop out. I didn't hop out. Oh wait, at the end?
Nah, Maryland hopped out.
Oh yeah.
Nah, Maryland hopped out. Here's what happened. So Maryland hopped out, and then you
Melee.
went to go hit the buggy. You hit Maryland. So we started shooting at the guy, and the other teammate they had hit us from behind, knocked me down, then knocked you down.
Right.
If nobody would have hopped out, we'd have still been in the vehicles. We could have.
I didn't know there was.
That
I didn't know there
sucked.
was a second guy. I knew there was the one guy. I never knew there was another one.
No, I didn't know there was a second guy either. I didn't know the second. I only hopped out because Maryland hopped out.
Yeah, I hopped out.
When I saw you guys down, I went to go save
Yeah, I
y'all.
hopped out to protect Troy, and then like I figured I'd kill him, and
Yeah, that guy stopped, and I only had 15 bullets left, so I was like, all right, let me just gun him down, then this will be easier when I'm standing still. And then Halo ran me over. As soon as he started coming up to me, I was like, wait, I got him. I was popping him in the head at least, and he
well,
didn't
dude,
fucking
you're
die.
standing in the middle of the street, so I was gonna smash into him because I was right behind you guys, and then all of a sudden, I mean, I didn't fucking.
Why would smashing into him? Just don't run me over.
How am I supposed to not run you over? I was coming 100 miles an hour chasing you guys, and then someone was in the middle of the street.
You steered right into me. You actually steered.
Go watch
into
the
me.
video.
You could have veered off. I will see you staring into me. I don't need the replay.
I could have veered off, he says, like I was fucking, like I could see him.
Yeah, I mean, literally, you were, you know, a car length behind him. Even if you slammed on the brakes, you still would have hit that car, you know, the buggy, and it would have pushed into him.
By the way, I'm going live on Twitch now, so we can play. So everybody can head over to Twitch if you'd like, twitch.tv/Joe Cronin JCS, and we'll hear some more of me and Troy's girly bickering. It's great though. It's great though. We're almost ready though. You're standing in the middle of the street, dude. You're standing in the middle of the road.
Yeah, because I was gonna kill him.
Yeah, I didn't know that because I can't see you because I'm chasing him.
Look, this isn't real life. You don't have to drive in the road.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I can't see your little body behind his car, like from where I am.
Little body, I was standing up, like you said, in the middle of the road. You steered into me.
No, I steered into him.
Oh yeah, because you were gonna run over his buggy and murder
Yeah, I was
him.
gonna smash into his buggy and then shoot him. What were you gonna do in the middle of the road?
Yeah, it's view. We always run people
How were you
over.
gonna? What do you mean you were gonna shoot him? How were you gonna shoot him?
I hit A and then I shoot him. You don't have to stay in the passenger
Going
side.
BW
Go watch the
again,
video.
2000 again
Go
for
watch the
this
video,
is
dude. Go watch the
WM.
video.
How are you gonna shoot him going 100 miles an hour?
I slammed on my brakes, dude. Go watch the video. You're a fucking idiot, dude. Go watch the video. You guys are in a car. You guys are in a car. I'm coming up on him 20 feet away from him, and then all of a sudden Here you're it goes. in the road. There was no way to stop. Go watch the video. Go watch the video. Go watch the video. I'm watching the fucking video.
Oh, boy.
Go watch the fucking video, you dumbass. Go watch my video. All you have to do is watch the video and realize that you're an
The
idiot.
video of you running me over?
Yeah, go watch the video. Go watch my perspective of it. I'm watching it right now, dude. It looks like you're in a fucking car.
It's not like I jumped out right in front of you.
Look at my video. Go look at my video. You're not even listening to what I'm saying. I'm playing it right now on the stream.
You're saying go look at the
Yeah,
video.
I'm playing it right now on the stream. You're in a car right now. He's now got you in his sights.
Is this the video that ends with you running me over?
And so I'm right there. There's where I see you for the first time. I already turned right there before I saw him. As I turned, that's when I first saw him, but it was already too late. And then I did try to veer away, but it's just not possible. I'm 15 feet away from you. Yeah, what was I gonna do? Go watch the video.
I invited you.
Go watch the video, fucking idiot. Go watch the fucking video, dude. Go watch the fucking video. Seriously, go watch the video.
Again, I think I've seen it.
No, you haven't, because go watch the video. Yeah, because you jumped out in the middle of the street while he's driving 20 miles an hour. Go watch the video.
He was completely stopped. That's why I
If
got
you
out.
stayed in the car, we would have killed him because I slammed into him and he's out in front. I spun him out and we could have shot him. You're in the middle of a road.
Nah, I do agree. Had you, I mean, it's a common mistake. But had you stayed in the car, though, we would have killed him.
Yep.
I'm drowning in the game right now because I was so
Then
mad.
we move on to a new game.
I think we would have killed him no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
No, it's just what you said was retarded. That's all. I start wasn't saying freaking out in a anything about what you did, second. but you're blaming me. You're the one who jumped out on the road, dude. I start having a meltdown in 1 second here.
I remember that. I think that's right. I jumped out in the road and then you ran me over.
I did because I was chasing the guy. There it comes. Right there is where you jumped out, and there's like, I didn't know that until right there when I saw you. And then I smashed into him, and then smashed into you.
Dun dun dun. Yeah, he just knows what buttons to push. That's what it is.
Well, he's
All right,
a
I'm gonna catch
cunt.
up to you guys.
All right, I'm gonna join you in the Xbox party.
Better yet,
All right,
you guys
cool.
gotta come towards me.
I'm in there. I'm ready. Yeah, Troy's known for being a faggot. Look at the video. Here's where I start smashing shit.
All right, Bailey.
All right, you fucking liberal faggot. Make shit up.
I didn't make anything up. You ran me over.
Yeah, but you were trying to make it seem like if I hadn't have ran you over, it was my fault for running you over. You jumped in a street, bro.
What? You're right. I'm trying to make it sound like if you hadn't have run me over, then it wouldn't have been your fault that you ran me over. You're exactly right.
Yeah, it's your fault for jumping out of the car, you dumb
who's
fuck.
here with me?
Go watch the fucking video and feel
Blue,
stupid about
Maryland,
yourself.
Maryland.
If I
Hold
did
on.
that, you would have yelled at
Maryland,
me, bro.
come down here, level 3 vest.
That's the thing. If I did that, like if I jumped in the street, he would be like, "Why'd you jump in the street, dude?" Like he would have been the opposite. That's what Troy does. He does whatever he did was right. I would have been shit on. Why'd you jump out? Why'd you jump out, dude? Why'd you jump out? Oh.
Maryland.
I'll be right there.
Level 3 vest down here.
Oh, down here, all right.
Oh man, you see that shit, dude? I fucking freaked out right there. You see that?
Fuck, why is this house only gonna have fucking shotgun?
Hey, what happened? Did you get the
Somebody fucking clipped that fucking face, dude. I made a face of rage right there, dude. I looked like I fucking was gonna hurt somebody. Oh my god, dude. Look at this fucking look at how fucking mad I was. Look at this fucking face again. We gotta see that shit, dude. That was like the rage face right there. That was full on rage. Watch this. There he is again. Ready? Ready? All right, guys. We're on Twitch. Come on over to Twitch, guys, and I'll turn the donations back on too. Oh my god. That was funny. You just gotta plug the thing in, Leah. It's only raining out?
Super Chat Party.
There's a bunch of snow.
Sup Joe, got home late, I'll have to rewatch stream.
What's up, Bry Guy? Yeah, it's a pretty good show tonight, man. Check it out. We're still live, though. The Bry Guy. Thanks for the $1.99. Thanks to ADTR as well. Before that, let me see if I can get that replayed. If you, man, that was enraging, dude. Jake, can you hear me?
Chat Party.
I can't hear anything. I gotta fix my headset. Maybe it's broken. ADTR, thank you, man, for the $2. Thanks, ADTR. ADTR.
I don't know if you can.
Oh, I can hear you now. Yeah. Yeah, something must have been up. Look at D Moon just owning that shit right now. Everybody, make sure you come over to Twitch because we won't be streaming too much longer on YouTube. So make sure you come over here to Twitch. D Moon got the gold medal right now, guys. Oh shit! I just unplugged my mic. Ow! And then I pinched my fucking finger. You ready? Leah's here too, so we got Leah.
There we go.
Where's D
Now I can
Moon?
hear
What
you.
the fuck?
All right.
Fuck. I think he's playing Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, he's playing Sea of Thieves with Canadian Basement, I believe. We could screw around Sea of Thieves. Or shall we do?
Alright, let's play one while we're waiting for Moon, and then we'll get Moon in here. He's probably playing that game, yeah. Bunch of people invited me. Let me invite Leah. That's what I gotta do. I gotta invite Leah.
Goddamn Leah. My name is Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I want Leah's ass.
Where the fuck are you? What the fuck? There it is. Oh, it's okay.
I invited her.
Oh, Leah invited too. Hey, Liz. DJ Anime 2016. Thank you for subbing. You guys, all these subs definitely go a long way. Thank you for that. And we're going to be ending the Out of Nowhere stream in a minute. So, guys, make sure you get over to Twitch with us. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
What's going on, D-Moon?
Oh, Moon's in here?
What's up?
And
oh,
Leo.
fuck, then we can kind of like... We can wait for Moon, then.
Hello.
Yeah, Moon, if you're ready, we'll wait for you, then. That's cool.
Okay.
Oh, you'll wait for him, but you won't ever wait for me.
You're ready to go right now.
Oh, shit.
And he's ready to go, too.
No, I had like a 2-minute update, and you're like, oh, it's gonna take forever, so let's just go without her.
Yeah, it was gonna take forever. And you're just like...
I was done before the plane even took off.
No, you weren't. That's ridiculous. No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
No, you wasn't. No, it was not. There's no way. You can go back and watch that stream, and you can hear me talking about when you're done. That's not true. You're like Troy. You fucking lefters all make up shit all the time.
Oh, shit.
I'm on the independent side now, bitches. It's reality now. No more of this fucking Iron Curtain shit. Leah's staring at me right now like,
all right.
Like it's murder time.
Except she can kick your ass.
Yeah. I was playing Sea of Thieves, and my God, I'm so confused.
Yeah, dude, I haven't been able to figure out what the fuck to do yet in that.
I
it's
wanna play
awesome
that.
though, but
Everybody
you
has
need
a
someone
role,
to
right?
stay at the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need someone to stay at the map station the whole time while you're steering the ship. I tried doing it solo for 20 minutes. I was so lost.
Do
I'll
other
tell you
people
right
have,
now,
like...
not even 2 players is enough. You need like a whole like crew.
That's what I was wondering, if like everybody has a different role on the boat and whatever.
Yeah, anyone can do whatever they want. Like someone can be like steering the ship, and then other people can like.
It's all
I don't know, it's
self-assigned,
just,
yeah.
Yeah.
There's no like labeled roles, but you need to have the sails turned a certain way to catch the wind. You got to be able to drop anchor, because if you hit any rocks or anything, you got to board up your ship and bail out the water, or else it sinks really quickly.
Oh, I really want to play that.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's really, really cool. It's hard by yourself.
Yeah, no, I'd want to play with a bunch of people.
yeah, it'd be funny to get all of us and even like. How many people can we play with total?
I think it's 4 on the ship, but it's open world,
4 on the
so
ship.
I'm not sure.
Well, you can get a galleon too, which is a lot bigger. So I'm assuming it's more people.
I thought it was 6 when I last looked.
Could be wrong.
Could be wrong too.
Yeah, you could. It probably is 6, to be honest. All right.
Yeah, I think you have to earn that though.
Oh.
To get up to that point, you have to get gold to buy that ship.
Oh.
But that's the point, right? Like you're trying to find treasure and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll give you a mission in the starting area, and then
Game on, baby.
you take that, you go to the boat, you turn in the mission, and then once you turn it in, you'll have a map in your inventory. It'll show you where the treasure is, but you have to find which island it's at by looking at the map. And then once you figure out where you got to go, you
All
got
right,
to
I
sail
really
to
just
there.
want. I just want to play that now.
Yeah.
It's 4,
It's
by the
pretty
way. I
cool.
just looked it up.
Yeah, Himmel God
it's
is
max?
in the chat. He said 4 as well.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's weird then.
Let's play that.
Oh my god, dude, Steven German's going off on Troy in the chat. He's an asshole, like, all this shit. You guys gotta go, you gotta go, Steven, you have to make a video, dude. Dude, you have to make a video on Troy now. Steve, make a video on Troy for, monetize this. Alright guys, well, we're getting off YouTube now. The show's over. So make sure you guys come over and watch, the post-show as we play some PUBG, and we'll enjoy some shit. We had a long episode out of nowhere tonight. We talked about a lot of shit, a lot of drama going on with Russo and JB and everybody. JBL.
Oh shit! I didn't hear about that yet.
Joe, go on Twitter. What's up, Bry Guy? Thank you, man.
All right. Where are we heading?
I don't know. Where do you guys want to go? We can kind of go out of the way here and like go over this way, so we're not in the direct line of fire of anybody. And towards the quarry and all these houses over there.